Good morning, brothers and sisters. Good morning, brothers and sisters. We, on behalf of our pastor and the leadership of this ministry, we welcome each and every one of us to this gathering this morning. And then, as we all know, that this is a career workshop, and then the title, the theme, Navigating Today's Career Landscape. Navigating Today's Career Landscape. It is interesting to know that the outside world, the labor market, the business world, yes, the business world, is changing. It's changing, constantly changing. It's evolving. And then we also, as students who are preparing for that world, we must also be evolving with it. And that is why it is important that we know what it takes to fit into the business world, even right you are on campus, while you are on campus. And it is on this basis that we have organized this program through the academic unit of the fellowship, headed by Sister Owolabi. And I must say that this program is not just a common program. It's one of a kind. And when I say one of a kind, I mean I really meant that it's one of a kind. And that is why we're careful in selecting the facilitator for this program. And you can imagine we went all the way to Lagos to bring somebody down to come and facilitate this program. And we didn't just bring anybody from Lagos. We look for somebody who is well seasoned. I know Bro Mark has been an HR for so many years. And besides that, he runs business here and there. He has an application he developed for businesses in Lagos, especially if you need artisans. He has an application where you can easily reach out to artisans within Lagos and get you whatever services that you need. So it's somebody that knows so much about how the business world runs. And that is why I'm encouraging each and every one of us in this gathering this morning to really be here, in the sense that you are actively present, both mind, body, and soul. And you must be ready to possess whatever is going to unpack today in terms of the landscape of today's career world. So without wasting much of our time, our pastor is not here now, but he's going to join us. He's also on a church assignment. And also, we hope that more of our people who are on their way will catch up with us as soon as possible. So, like I said, without wasting much of our time, I want to introduce our facilitator, the person of Brother Babatokpe Makun. Bro Babatokpe Makun. Popularly called T-Mac. It is interesting to me to inform you that this is the second time we'll be inviting Bro Babatokpe Makun to this campus. The first time was 2018. I can remember vividly March 2018. And they were here to spend 2 days with us, himself and a number of other people. And that program was very memorable. It was a landmark. And also, I'm believing that today also is going to be very outstanding. So I want to encourage each and every one of us to be ready. Take your pen. Thank God the unit has provided with Jota. And ready to take notes. And at the end of the day, we'll be coming back for question and answer session. And I want to know what you have learned. Because for you to have learned and understand what you must have a question. So please pay maximum attention as I hand us over to our facilitator.
I would like, is there a wireless mic? I don't want to stand like a planted tree. I want to have the freedom to move. So if you have a wireless mic, I'm not even sure, except that you are, say you are...
yes, it's live. Your sound is
you are streaming. Okay. I will have said... I can't hear myself. I don't know if you can hear me. Okay, so which system is projecting? You are going to be projecting. All right. Okay, good morning, everybody. I am very happy to be here. And I think the first thing to do is to acknowledge the organizers of this program, because it's not very easy to drag me out of Lagos. My schedules are very chaotic, and so it's very difficult for me to plan ahead. But they were very insistent. Unfortunately for me, I fell ill about a few days ago. I was almost canceling. I didn't tell him, but I just thought there will be too much drama around this cancellation. So let's just find a way to do it. So I'm happy to be here, and I hope that you guys will make the most of it. So I personally want to thank you for doing this. I remember when I was in uni, I don't know about you, I had a lot of anxiety about what the world looked like. In fact, what complicated my own anxiety was I am a perfectionist. I went into school with a very clear head of knowing everything I could possibly know. But second year, third year, it became an anxious thing for me. I'm an accountant, okay. A part of me is accounting. And I was asking questions. All this debit and credit. Memorize this. How do you balance? How does your any accounting student here? How does your trial balance? How do you post? I was asking myself, how much of this are we going? I didn't know anything about the world of work, even though I'd done a lot of things. It was like all these formula we are learning. Are we going to write them somewhere and then carry them to the office? And when you want to work, you have to go and consult the formula. I was completely confused. And you know your brain is like a PC. When anxiety, confusion, uncertainty occupies your mind, you have less resource. If you have a PC that is very busy, very loaded, after a while, and a lot of things are running, what happens? It starts to drag. You click, you have to wait. It rolls. That was what was going on. So I hope that somebody here finds it very, very useful. We will talk about God, not because it's a church, not because I'm a member of this church, but because I've seen life. And you are in an academic environment. Academic is all about research, right? Analysis, finding patterns, and then determine what works so that you can know what doesn't work. So that you then stay away from what does not work, and then you do what? You focus on what works. So when I'm going to share some religious, godly, biblical principles with you, for a moment, forget about it that you are in a church. Know that there are principles that can help you to navigate life very successfully. So, thank you once again, everybody, for being here. Thank you for inviting me. So, we are on the topic now, navigating today's career landscape. Let me start by just doing a quick introduction of myself. I'm very eclectic. I have done so many things. But at my core, I'm an accountant, I'm a psychologist, I'm a project management specialist, I'm a leadership, sustainability. I do a lot of things, and it's just the way I am wired. I've had the privilege of working in many, very many industries. As you can see, I don't know whether that is visible. And I have done like Nigeria, I've done Africa, I've done outside of Africa. But what is interesting to me, why I'm starting with this, is that I have 3 major brands that I'm pushing. One is my consulting business, which is T-Consulting. The second is the one I want you to pay attention to. That's the D-Line, this one on the screen. If you can scan it, scan it. It's a QR code that leads you to a YouTube channel. In that channel, I have about 150, 60 different videos targeted at career people. So it will take you everything from how to prepare your CV, how to prepare for interviews, your first day at work, how to manage your manager, how to change your career. It has a potpourri of different things. You will have a lot of useful resource there. Use it. It's completely free. And the way it's been designed, a lot of it are micro content. So 5 minutes, 7 minutes, 10 minutes, 5 minutes, 7 minutes, 10 minutes. I think except for the Hey Coach one now, for those who are working, most of it are less than 10 minutes. So you have a lot of value there. Check it out. It'll be very useful. Let's have fun. Let's share. Yes? Yes. What does this mean? It's English. Navigating today's career landscape. What does this mean?
It simply means like trying to find your way around.
That's what I'm looking for. Yes. Finding your way. Everybody say find your way. Say it one more time. Anybody has used Google before? You know Google can send you, can take you enter gutter. Google can say go, keep going, and you look at it and say, okay, there's no road here. And it will tell you, you can go through this bush and get to the road. But what we want to do is to make sure that we do not get lost. And so if you want to start quickly and just let's even explore the topic. When you hear navigation, what does navigation mean? Navigation, what does it mean? Finding your way. Navigation speaks to how you move around, how you stay from one point to another through a medium. Does anybody know what is happening behind you right now? I want you to please, because I am very heavy when it comes to my walk with God, not like I'm perfect. I want someone to please open Psalm 37. Is that me? Okay, thank you. Psalm 37 verse 23. Thank you very much. Psalm 37, verse 23. Anybody can just read? Yes. Thank you very much. I want you to take that in. Psalm 37, verse 23. The steps of a good man. They are what? Let me add the second one to it so that it is clear. That is Proverbs 19:21. Somebody else can read that. Proverbs 19:21. Proverbs 19. Yes. Read it slowly. Anybody following me here? As human beings, there is an English word, the English proverb that says, man proposes. You can wish. You can desire. You can want. There are many devices in the heart of a man. Oh, I want to be this. Oh, I want to be that. Oh, I like to be this. It's okay. But which one is going to stand? The counsel of the Lord that shall stand. And the last reference I want to add there is Psalm 37, verse 5. Somebody give me that very quickly. Psalm 30, yes. Can we all say that together? Commit your ways unto the Lord. Trust in him. It's an equation. Do you get it? It's an equation. Do this and this, then you get this. Commit your ways. Trust. And then what happens? It will appear. So, when we talk about navigation, see, it is not in man that worketh to direct his path. I have stories to tell, and I'll tell as many of them as I can tell. I live in Lagos. I'll come to my personal story later. There's nothing that can compare you being a child of God. If you are not saved, get saved. It is not for, the only thing you lose are the things that will put you in trouble. God I had a very, very rough background. Let me start with that. You look at the car I drive, you look at who I am, the only difference is this God, though. Growing up, I grew up in a house where there was no running water. I'm trying to describe. Where that at some point in my life, I did not have a single shirt outside my school uniform. The only shirt I had in my wardrobe was my uniform. Everything else was my father died very early. Everything else was my father's agbada that they had to take to tailor, to tear, and turn to buba and shoro. You know what made the difference? This God. I'll tell you one story. I cannot stop telling that story. If you don't know God, you are living a blind life. You are going to try. You see, you can't see anything. So when we talk about navigation, the first step is to let God hold your hand. I know of a poem. I can't recite it very well, but I always go back to it. He said, write it down and go and search. He said, I asked the man that stood at the door of the year. This is credited to one of the kings of England. Write it and check it. He said, I asked the man that stood at the door of the year that give me light that I might go into the new year, something like that. If the WCS can find it and if you can help me get it and project it later. The man said, no, put your hand in the hand of God. He said, it will be far better for you than any light. So when we talk about navigation, I will share a lot of things with you today. I will share principles with you today. They are valid, they are sound. But the starting point is to be sure that God is holding your hand. I served in Port Harcourt. I served in Port Harcourt. And it wasn't accidental. There are many devices in the heart of a man, but the counsel of the Lord that shall stand. I worked it, not just for posting. I studied accounting. In my final year, One of the toughest courses in accounting at that time, I don't know now, was petroleum accounting. It was me alone that shook head inside that thing to study it because I wanted to work in the oil industry. That was the attraction. So I did everything. I had a plan to serve with Chevron. I went. I did everything I could. I got Port Harcourt quite all right. At some point, I was writing the number of oil companies I went to. I think I can remember maybe 27 or 37. I didn't get it. After roaming the street of Port Harcourt for about 4-6 months, then one day, I got tired. I said, Omo, Tiwaju ba se lo. Then se pada si. In fact, maybe foolish. I was very clear what I wanted to do. So when I left camp, I was posted to a bank. At that time, 97, bank was the top of where people could serve. But I had a different agenda. So as I got to the bank manager and I gave him my letter, I said, please reject me. The guy looked at me and said, are you crazy? They posted it to First Bank in Port Harcourt. They didn't send you to Borokiri or anywhere in Thailand. You said you should reject you. Reject me. The man said, don't come back, oh. I said, Oga, reject me. At this time, I had nowhere. I was just saying, I am not. It was clear in my head I wasn't going to work in a bank. I wanted more than just doing tailoring work. It was clear. Anyway, so after roaming Port Harcourt, and I was tired. Port Harcourt is a very rainy town. So I've been beaten by rain. I was so broke. I told you I had a rough upbringing. I was so broke that I would walk most of from one point to another was walking. There was no money to pay anything. So that Friday, I can never forget. I was decided to go back to Lagos. The steps of a good man. I'm not saying I'm a good man, but when you're a child of God, God holds your hand. The steps of a good man are ordered by the Lord. So I came out that day, my head was to go and see one of my uncles in LMA, if anybody has knows Port Harcourt, LMA Petrochemical in those days, to go and get money to go back to Lagos. I didn't have money. Whether I was in a trance, memorizing command. All this Control C, Control V that you now use as option. That was the only way. It was C prompt. You enter. You have to memorize all the commands. Computer wasn't like this. This one, you're not carrying phone. The phones you carry right now are more powerful than the computers we were using this time I'm talking about. But that single move changed the course of my life. What am I saying? You need to hold God. You are going to hear many things. If you take God out of that equation, it's useless. And this thing I'm telling you, I hope I can get some other stories. It's not just one, so that's why working with God is the best decision you can take. You are a young lady here. It saves you from pain. I have a lot of things on this slide. I may not cover everything, but let me speak to you from my heart. It saves you a lot of pain. Can you imagine in this our Nigeria, a young lady getting married to a man who doesn't live in Nigeria, and the man doesn't trust her so badly that while he's out, he will hire 2 police people to be guarding his wife day and night, that she cannot go anywhere. Stop that from working. Stop that from doing anything. I'm not telling you fables. I can give you names. I can give you phone numbers. You think the lady just walked joyfully to that kind of marriage? How did it start? How did that marriage start? Anybody knows? It's I love you. Is that not what will start? Will it start with I hate you? Did it start with when I marry you, I'm going to turn you into a prisoner? How will it start? Oh, I love you. Oh, and it will look, sir. Yes, you will. The guy lives abroad. Maybe I will go and meet him. Jackpot is straight. I don't have to. I say the guy is still abroad, though, refused to move her, has given her 1 child. Now she's a prisoner, as in literal prisoner. She can't go anywhere. Police are following her around. She's not allowed to learn a trade. She's not allowed to do anything. See, if you leave God out of your journey, you are exposing yourself to trouble. I am not preaching. I am giving you are in an academic environment. I'm telling you the statistics of how life has gone. Do not turn yourself into bad statistics. So, we are talking about navigation. The next thing I want to talk about is career landscape. Career landscapes talks about how work goes on, everything that happens in the world of work, and how that is done. The Bible tells me in Psalm 24 verse 1 that the earth is the Lord's and the fullness thereof. So when you are worried about the career landscape, you see another reason why you need God? He's the one that owns everything. God can drop an idea in your mind today that will transform the world. One idea that everybody has been looking at it, nobody has seen. God can just drop one idea, bam, in your heart. And I'm going to end with that at the end of this session. So you need to go with God, because with him, if your father owns everywhere, is there any limit for you? Answer me. Any limit for you? Is there something you want to touch? Say, don't touch it. It will be, is that where you want? Carry go. So, you need to know God and walk with him. And the third part of this conversation for me is that we are talking about today. You know, I don't know, I think it was already, I was talking about it. What worked 2010 doesn't work 2026. As a matter of fact, what worked 2025 is already getting outdated in 2026. But there's a comfort that we have. The comfort is that yesterday, today, and forever, we are serving a God who doesn't change. That's what you have in Hebrews chapter 13, verse 8. Time may change, season may change, technology may change, even you yourself may change. But when you put your hand in the hand of that man that is holding your hand, what happens? You are fine, because he's timeless. He knows every season, he knows everything, and he knows how to prepare you. So, that being said, I want to then let you now see that truly the times that we are in has changed. Can anybody make sense of this picture? We are talking about today. The world of work has changed. Can anybody just study this picture and make sense of it. The mic is open. Anybody, what do you see of this picture on your screen? Anybody? Yes, yes, yes. No, not you. Yes.
It shows the change in careers. I think the first man is like a hunter, the second is a farmer, the third is a construction worker. I think it's history of work from the early evolution, yes, of work.
It shows how the world of work has changed. I believe in the Bible. The Bible says that in the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. And Genesis said, God planted a garden, put man there. And when man sinned, God chased man out. And when you read the first part of the Bible, that's the man on your screen. He's called the hunter-gatherer. At the beginning of man, work was what? Going around hunting and gathering. Unfortunately, I'm not sure how much of this you can see. This is from the session I told you about. He was just going around and gathering. If he sees maize in this place, he will take. When the maize finishes, what happens? He moves to the next one. He sees rabbit, he hunts and kills. He sees a deer, he hunts and kills. Man was just going around hunting and gathering. As he was beginning to master his environment, what happened? He stopped moving around and said, wait, what am I looking for? Shebi na land be this now. Instead of looking for it wherever it is, what happens? I can actually plant. I don't have to run around. Let me stay here and have a settlement and plant. Then animal husbandry came around. So man started building communities. But then work was still what? Agriculture, brute force. All you need is native intelligence, your survival instincts, your adaptability. And then man started inventing itself until some form of technology started emerging. Printing started. The little agricultural weapons started. Man started making hoes, making cutlasses, then tractors, then all these manufacturing companies. You know, in those days, when I tell these stories, many people laugh. When I was growing up, if anybody wants to think of having a DSTV in their house, you first of all need to have half a plot that you can dedicate to it. Anybody see any of those huge dishes in some of those old houses are abandoned now? That was DSTV. To install DSTV, you need a trailer, a crane, a flatbed. If they want to install DSTV in this university in those days, the whole university will know. Children will go and line up. That was how crude technology was. Today, you can put 20 DSTV in this our building. Nobody will notice anything is going on. So, technology started slowly. Man started to fly, the Wright brothers. Equipment started to emerge. And then, skilled knowledge now started to appear. It then became, we need accountants. You are selling cocoa, buying cocoa. After 1 year, the account has scattered. So, bookkeeping started. Then accounting. Then all this typewriter. Anybody seen typewriter before? Anybody here? I didn't say keyboard or typewriter. It was moving slowly until internet came. And then what happened when internet came? Completely changed everything. And today, we are in the world of artificial intelligence, where I teach in Lagos Business School. And it's shocking to know that if this world does not end, the concept of death will soon change. Because artificial intelligence makes it possible to actually create an alternate persona of a person. And if you know enough about that person, you can build some form of intelligence with that person that if he's your dad, after he's dead, you can actually talk to his artificial persona and he will interact with you like he's alive. Because he has all the memories, all the decisions. You ask him questions, he will answer you. That's why you have to be aware of what is going on. So, the world of work has significantly changed, and I hope they will get you this slide. And that's why I'm on this way. Can you all say it together now? Say it one more time. Say it like you believe it. Everything you see today was created twice. Who knows what I'm talking about? Yes. What do I mean when I say that? Yes.
First in the mind.
Thank you. It's first in your mind. So, if you also desire something in the future, don't wait for it to be dropped on your lap. Become the creator. God has given you that power. Work on it and see how you are going to create it. And so, I need you, if you don't have data, you may want to subscribe. We are going to be doing some things with your phone. Anybody familiar with what they call Mentimeter? Anybody used it before? If you have used it before, raise your hand. Mentimeter. Okay, it's a crowd engagement tool. It's a crowd engagement tool. So if you don't have data, can you quickly get it if you can? And if you do, if you can scan this QR code or go to menti.com, and type 57710, 57710, 57710, 1181. 1181. Let me know if you have any problem doing that. Can you see anything? What can you see? What can you see? Is what? Anybody in? Is anybody in? I need to be sure I've not mixed up the details. You are in. What is it saying? Thank you. Anybody in? I need you all to be in. I need you all to be in. If you are not in, raise your hand. If you need help, raise your hand, okay? So you can either scan this QR code or go to menti.com and type 57710, 1181. Are you in? Yes. Who is not in? I would like to go in. Who is not in? I would like to go in. Sir, 577, 5770, 1181. There are 13 people in. Okay, 15, 17. I would like to have all of you in. Let's interact. You need help? Okay, you are in. You need help. Who needs help? I want everybody in. Okay. Are you in? Are you in? All right, so answer that question. Is your career direction, is it clear? Is your career directions clear to you? Okay. Yes, 24 people in. How many are we here right now? Any statistics yet? Rough? Any rough number? Sorry? 36. Okay, we only have 24 people in. It would be nice if you can have more people come in. 29 now. Can I move on? Okay. Can I move on? Are you in? What's the problem?
I just sent out the URL. It's not
Okay.
good, it's just the same now.
Are you in? Are you in now? Everybody in? Lady? Are you in? You are in. Have you voted? Okay, so this is saying that majority, you are not clear. My prayer is that through this session, God will illuminate your mind and He will show you the path to go. One thing you must understand is that it's only in Google Map that you put the address and it will try and trace the road. That's where the trust we discussed has come from. When we say it becomes clear, it's not because everything will be clear. All you need at any point in time, two things. You need to have an idea of where you are going, and I'm going to get there. But more importantly, you just need to see one more step in front of you that you can take. So don't wait and think that you are going to live here and an angel will say, this is the when you hold the hand of God and God is holding your hand and you are going it one step at a time, what happens? It becomes clearer. It becomes clearer. It becomes clearer. So I hope God will give us the grace to get this landed today. Now, the second question, if you say it is clear, or even if you say it is not clear, what is your level of clarity? For those that said yes, what is your level of clarity? There are a few options there. You have A, 0 to 10% clear, B, 11 to 40% clear, C, 41 to 60% clear, D, 61 and above. Let's see what the voting looks like. So I have two people. Yes, go. 7 responses. 16, 19. Let's go. Okay. Let's go. Let's go. 28 of 35. Vote. How clear is it to you? It's anonymous, so you feel free to express yourself. How clear is it to you? How clear? Yes. How clear is it? Are we all voted? This is 29 of 35. I'm still looking for 6 people. 6 people are yet to vote. How clear is it? From what you can see, most people are around the 41%. But I'm interested if anybody in this tend to 0 to 10. Yes, anybody in this 61 and above. I have 3 votes. You are in 61 and above. Yes. Can you share with us? Tell us, what's the plan?
Okay, for the most part, I'm in my final year, so I kind of know what I want to do. Like after school, I know the kind of firms I want to start applying to. I know what's next year. That's like the 61%. Yeah, so to an extent, it's like I'm not moving in the dark.
Yeah, there are people like that. And so that I'm telling you, don't think that you have to be in a quandary. Don't think that you have to be lost. You don't have to be. God can show you, even though it does not mean that the way you have seen is going to play out, but you wake up every day and you go after what you want to do. I think this is the last in this series, yes. So, one more question in this series. What do you believe about the career journey? A, getting a degree guarantees a good job. B, After school, it's all about finding a job. C, your first job determines your future. D, your career is limited to what you study. E, AI is coming for everyone's jobs. F, you have to have a degree in AI or engineering to have a successful career. What do you believe? And I think it's a multiple vote. I think you can try. I think you can believe more than one thing. But what do you believe? What do you believe? What do you believe? Or you don't know what you believe. What do you believe? Your belief is not here. So what's your belief? Pick the one that is nearest to your belief. But what do you believe? Yes, your belief is not here. So what's your belief? Let's hear your belief. What do you believe?
I believe that I can do anything, and I'm not limited by whether I'm studying professional course or not professional course.
There are no limits.
Yes.
I agree. I will add that to my slide. There are no limits. So, but let's see what we have. 40% says that after school, it's all about finding a job. Yeah, that's what most people think. And it's not a bad thought. It's not a bad way to think. We also have a good number in AI is coming for everyone's jobs, okay? Don't worry. AI is not the one coming for your job. It is the person that knows how to use AI that is coming for your job. And I will get to that in a bit. All right? So, I use that to tease your mind so that we can then get into the conversation proper, and let's see. So, there are 4 forces that are changing careers now. Let me start with this. There are 4 forces that are changing career now. The first force is social media. Why is social media changing career landscape? Anybody? Why do you think social media is a force that is changing the world of work? Anybody? Anybody? Not you. I want active participation. Yes?
Okay, like on social media, we see different entrepreneurs showing off what they are doing. So you might think that, okay, since this one is working for this person, it can work for me too.
Before social media, only a few people controlled communication. Can you imagine those days? To have a radio station, to have a newspaper. So it was difficult you have to really have a deep pocket to reach anybody. Social media has completely democratized opportunities. And I'm using this to call your attention to it. While you are busy scrolling, and you spend a lot of your time scrolling, somebody is making money off you scrolling. What is your choice? You can choose to also be one of the people that will be making money when other people are scrolling. Social media is changing the world of work. It has given you a platform to do anything that, and the core of this conversation for me is about purpose. I will get to it in the middle of the conversation. There is nothing, and I love, what's your name? Deborah. There is nothing that you cannot achieve. In this presentation, I will tell you about social enterprise. Do you know some people are making money picking street children off the streets? People are making money. This nylon, this pure water nylon that you are dropping on the floor as you go, some people are making money picking them and recycling. Some people are making money worrying about the environment, planting trees. There is nothing. That's why the core of this conversation is locating your purpose. Once you know your purpose and you know how to activate your purpose, there are no limits. There is nothing you want to do that you cannot succeed at it. Nothing. Anybody knows about, what's the name of this Nigerian streaming? Iroko TV. Is it Iroko? Sorry. Is it Iroko? What's the name of this company that was pushing Africa Magic for a while ago? What's the name of this company? Can't remember. You guys don't read. I'll get to it. Be aware. What's it? Is it Iroko? Do you know what that was? He was just a movie addict, likes to watch Africa Magic. And then he realized that there are people out of Nigeria. Nigeria has a lot of people in diaspora. And the idea is, how can I create a platform where they can access these videos, as crude as they were in those days, with some reviews and say, this actor, this one was very good, create trailers. That's how I was making money. It's been a long while I drove through Ife. I don't know what still happened at Oshu. There used to be a woman there. Anybody heard that story before? Oh, her name was Yaduni. This akara they don't sell here. It didn't start here. Oh. Before they built this road, there was a junction here, Akara Oshu. When you are coming from Lagos, you don't eat because you want to go and eat the akara. That is the only thing that can limit you is you and not having God with you. Everything is possible. So social media has completely changed it for good and for bad. I will get to it in a bit. The second variable, the second force changing the career world is globalization. Why? Why? Why am I saying globalization is changing the world of work? Why? Yes, sir.
Physical boundary is no longer applicable.
The app I told you I'm working on, who can guess where the engineers building it are? Anybody? They are in India. The engineers building my app is called Screws and Spanners. You may want to check it out on both Android and iOS. Screws and Spanners. The engineers building it are in India. There are people here working for American companies. There are people here working for Chinese companies. About this time last year, I was delivering a training in China. There are no boundaries anymore. Nothing can limit you. If you know how to prepare and position, everything is possible. So, unlike before, ladies and gentlemen, the possibilities before you are endless. Tell somebody the possibilities are endless. Say it like you believe it. Say it like you believe it. There are no limits. No limits. Somebody here has an eye for design. Do you know you don't even need to have a single machine for you to succeed as a designer? Just keep designing clothes, find people that will sew for you, you give it sample, you put it online. Do you know people are selling shoes, selling bags, they don't have a single capital? It's called drop shipping. Everything is possible. In Yoruba land, they say, Ole nikan laaye ogba. Who doesn't speak Yoruba here? So I know how to be translating. Ole nikan, only the lazy man does not have a space around this table. You have no reason to be anxious about your career. Once you are with God, everything else just falls in for you. So, globalization is changing everything. And then, digital transformation, which is where you now have AI. AI is able to do this. AI is able to do that. Humanoids, robots. So, if you follow the news, Alphabet is laying off this number of engineers. Google is laying off engineers. Why? Machines are now replacing human beings. So you need more than one skill. You need more than one narrow specialization. The new world of work is looking for something different. I will get to it. And because of 1, 2, and 3, employer expectations are now what? Changing. La crème, la peau. Can't get you anywhere now. You need to know what you are doing. You need to know what you are doing. Because employers are now looking for people who can adapt, people who can collaborate. Guess what? Humility is something that employers are looking for now. Because they have found out that in this new world, there is no Superman. You need 3, 4, 5, 6 people to work together. Arrogant people, they don't make good teammates. I'm not preaching church, I'm telling you what the word of work is saying. But what do you find from God when you work with him? It teaches you humility. If you learn it and you apply it and you take to the word of work, what happens? You shine. Employers are not looking for humble people, people who can work with others, people who are coachable, people who are trainable. These are the blessings we get by being children of God. They are looking for people who are curious, because opportunities has now been democratized. It's one man, one vote. Whatever you vote for is what determines what you get. So make this number one. These are the forces changing the world of work. And because the world has changed, the way we work has now changed. In my father's time, if you manage to get employment in one company, that's the end, though. It's one company till death. It's like marriage. You know why? Anybody knows why it was like that? Opportunities are limited. You come to a town, all you have is, it used to be Nitel. It used to be P&T, Post and Telecoms in my father's time. That's all you have. So if you want to leave the place, where are you going to go? Except you go back to farm. So opportunities were limited. So it's like, once you enter that track, that's the end. I served with Shalom BJ eventually. And I met one very nice old man, about 65, 67 at that time. Can't remember his name now, of the Igbo extraction. All the GL of the company was in his head after so many practice, because there was nowhere to go. But in the new world, it's called the gig economy. Anybody heard that before? What does that mean? Everything is an event. You know what gig used to be in those days? Before gig became a word that you use in career. When you use gig in those days, what does it mean? Party. We are going for an event. We are going for an occasion. Work has now become occasion. I'm a recruiter. You find this generation thinking that 1 year is too long on a job. And I look at them and say, what have you learned in that 1 year? You were told this one that you are talking. It's not deep. But that's the world that you are in. It's gig economy. Things are moving. Any opportunity that comes, they go. It is the way the world is running right now. You therefore have to be ready to explore, because careers are no longer linear. There's a slide in this presentation that talks about different odd combinations. You now have people who are pharmacists, but they are looking for pharmacists and journalists. Or they are looking for lawyers that are designers. Think about it. You won't hear that 10 years ago. But the walls that divide this thing are now so blurred. What am I saying? Pursue your passion. Tell somebody, pursue your passion. Say it one more time. Say it one more time. There is a space for it. Somewhere. The only problem you will have is if you have not added excellence to it. I will come to it. There's a lot of mediocrity. How do you explain that I'm building an app in Nigeria, I'm setting up an engineering team in India? How? Because I tried like 5 times with Nigerian engineers. They almost kill me. I just carry, as I speak, I have money with them. I just carry my bag. I said, look, you cannot come and go and kill somebody. What's the problem? Lack of excellence, lack of character, lack of professionalism. Where I sit as a consultant, I see the amount of money that Nigerian entrepreneurs are spending outside of Nigeria, because the average Nigerian is irresponsible. And this is where your difference as a child of God comes in. Who can guess when I slept this morning, preparing for this session? I've been very busy. Who can guess? And I'm not saying this to show off, but I just want to drive a point. Who can guess when I slept? Yes. I slept about 4 a.m. this morning, walking on the slides. If I came here and I can tell you, I don't really need the slides. But if I don't give you the visual aid, who will chase me away? Who will even know that I have the capacity to do this? But note this, if this is all you go away with, it can transform your life. The way you do anything is the way you do everything. Write it down. The way you do anything is the way you do everything. So excellence is not something you just speak. You want to become an excellent person, you have to turn it into a habit. The way you do anything is the way you do everything. That is why excellence is not an accident. It's an habit. If I do this, now me carry myself come from Lagos, so nobody force me. Oh. If I do this for a volunteer job, somebody now wants to pay me. Do you think I will struggle to do it? No, because I've disciplined myself. Say, look, I cannot show up less than premium. I can't show up. It doesn't matter, small gathering, big gathering. I mean, you are much younger. You don't even know what I know. You don't even know what I could do. But I respect you to say, no, I'm not going to show up before you without giving you the best. For those that came early, some it is still hitting away. If you give me another, if this session is moved to tomorrow, I will still not finish that slide. You know why? If you say, oh, we are not doing it again tomorrow morning, what will happen? Why? There is always something to improve on the slide. I will tweak it again. I will bring this in again. I will rearrange that again. I will imagine talking to you again and no, let this one come before this one. No, let this one go. Because I am consumed by excellence. So there is nothing stopping you unless you are not an excellent person and you don't have God with you. Because once you don't have God with you, you are playing lottery. You can win, yes. You don't need God to always win. But you can also lose. Or you can lose from a point of winning. I don't want to go off track. So, this is very important. The world of work has changed. Now, did I go back? So, let's talk about examples of careers that you are now aware that they are dead. At risk does not mean they won't work, but they are at risk. At risk means what? Bad times may come on them. Yes, give me an example of careers that you think are at risk and why. Anybody here still learning secretarial studies? Anybody? That was a career at some point. People were learning how to do 30 words per minute, 60 words per minute. It was a big career. In fact, those days they were one of the senior people. Anybody are still learning shorthand? Okay, so what are the careers at risk? Anybody? Because I want this to be practical and something you can relate with. Yes? What are the careers at risk? You don't know? Yes. And why?
Apologies if it's your career. Graphics design, and I mean like basic entry-level graphic design, because nowadays you could prompt an AI to design for you, and some people are very good at prompts that they can get something that is really good. So if you still want to remain in that field, be unignorable. Don't be middle. If you can't be that good, then just leave.
Excellence. That's what I'm talking about. Yes, careers at risk. Yes. Careers at risk. Graphic designer, not vex, so that bullet wasn't meant for you. Yes?
Okay. We have travel agents. Now people can book their flights online and they don't need to go and book it again.
There was a time when travel agency was a very popular. Everybody want to be travel agent, travel agent. I can't remember when last I did anything with travel agent. But there are still travel agents, by the way. What differentiates them? They now add tours to it, experience to it. You get my point about pushing for excellence? You cannot be average. The football field is now a global field. That job you're applying for, somebody in China can take it off your hand if you are not excellent. The field is changed. Yes.
So I have a couple of careers that are at risk, and I'll talk in the tech line, particularly. Number one, I would say, if you are in the process of software development, there are several chains, there are several units. So, for example, now those that are involved in, there's something we call there are some software testers, right, that want to detect bugs in some software exactly. So now, and there are some that does pattern recognition trend. And I'll tell you what, ChatGPT is very good when it comes to pattern recognition. You have to give it to AI once it comes to pattern recognition. Then also in the basic HTML frame structure for developing websites, you can't write, AI would give you excellent code. The only thing that you need to have the knowledge. Where you have the knowledge is, it's just like when you want to copy somebody and you're copying the person's name with it. That's what AI will do. But if you have knowledge, you get your code with AI, then just remove the parts you don't need. Then it's going to be, by God, it's going to be eliminating.
Okay, I recently just found out too that clinical medicine is also at risk. And the reason behind that is because clinical medicine, because I'm also in the health line, although I'm not studying medicine, is the fact that it's very structured. Like medicine is very structured. The health line, the informations are well patterned and all of that. And one thing about AI is the fact that he's able to, so far there's a body of knowledge, he's able to replicate it. So yes, he's also at risk.
Okay, so bookkeeping is also at risk because there are literally accounting softwares that can do these things for you.
Any profession that has a structure, rigid, defined, is at risk. Yes, sir.
Even for we academics, proofreading, having somebody critique your work before, and at times you want to pay them before you send it out. Now, I easily critique your work and give you even better ideas.
See, and it will get worse. Which is why you can't hang in. The future, I'm not scaring you, but the future is very, very, I use the word here, kaleidoscope. It's always changing. Always changing. You can, I repeat it, you can't hang in, hiding. You have to embrace and flow and thrive. There's a space for you if you can push your own unique DNA in that space. Anything that is repeatable, anything that has a pattern. Talk about medical sciences. In those days, they asked you to go and take a test. And then look at the test. It doesn't make any sense. Until you see a doctor, you don't know what it means. Go to ChatGPT. Just copy that test, drop it. It will tell you what it means. It will tell you what to do. I'm an accountant, and I have moved up the ladder, and I don't do some things anymore. Recently, I had to do an investment analysis for a client, and I was trying to do MPV, IRR, all those investment things, and I was trying to remember the first. I said, wow, let's even see what ChatGPT can do. I just picked it. It's a construction industry. Bam. Omo. That thing just. What will take you, even when you know it, what will take you like 3 hours to do? 30 seconds. Explanation. With this one is this one. With that one, with that one. But let me deal with this. ChatGPT cannot replace you. Leave chat. There is actually nothing new in AI. It's been there. It has only gotten better. If you are trying to type predictive test, what is it? It's AI. If every day you say, hey daddy, hey daddy, hey daddy, hey daddy, the next time you do HE, what does it do? It has been there. But now it has gotten so this very, very large language model that can now do very critical thinking. That is why you need to know. So what he did was, that particular example, he gave me a wrong analysis. I said, how can you tell me that this is lower than this? I said, so I don't agree with what you said. IRR cannot be less than this one. I can't remember what the problem was. Oh, sorry, you are correct. Like, if you don't know what you are doing, ChatGPT will lead you inside gutter. Because how does it work? It just takes all nonsense. Everything is sense and nonsense. And it works with it. So, there is a space for you. Tell yourself there is a space for me. I will make it. There is a space for me. Your job is to now develop yourself to be sure that when that space comes, you go feel gidigba with confidence that yes, you know what you are doing. Anybody with me? Is this making sense? Okay, I hope I can run through this very quickly. I want to show you 7 trends. And I'm showing you trends because if I don't show you trends, what we are talking about today by tomorrow starts to shift. So pay attention to these trends. They help you to follow the energy and follow the money. For your employment, the way employers recruit has changed. When we're growing up, you write letter. You prepare CV, you put cover letter, you send it in. You prepare for interview. They speak plenty English to you. They assess you. How good is your spoken English? How confident you are? They say, come. It is changing. Now you have organization doing skills assessment. You have organization giving you practicals to do. In the tech world, before they hire you abroad, they will give you a problem and they will time you. They will ask you to solution for it. You turn your camera on and you have to solve it there and then. You know why? Because it is not just that you know how to write codes, it is that you can use that code to solve problems. So the world is looking for people who can think and think critically. Say critical thinking. How do you develop critical thinking? How? How do you develop critical thinking? Yes?
One, like personal experience, be forever curious. Like, don't just take BAM and download it. And it can be bad at some point. This is me being honest, because there are some places you get to that they expect you to take what it is, but try as much as possible to always question everything and read wide. Read wide.
Be curious, read wide, yes. How do you develop critical thinking?
This is to always ask questions.
Ask questions, yes.
Ask questions, yeah, but then question things. Like, do not be satisfied with the stereotype, with the way things are. Yes. Think further. What can be done differently?
Yes, I like that.
Okay, think like a philosopher. Use logic. Okay, find evidence. Why is this thing like this? Just think differently like a philosopher. Yes. Also, you look at different perspectives. You don't before forming an opinion.
Before you be curious, before you form an opinion, don't be that. I think it was Chimamanda Adichie that said the risk of one side of a single story. The problem. Look for. Some people are so narrow. All they see is their self-interest. Meanwhile, your self-interest may not even be in your best interest. All they bother about is self-interest. No, be curious. Have the ability to look for alternative versions. But more importantly, surround yourself with people that challenge you. Don't be happy to just be a mediocre in one corner. Don't be one local champion. Look for people that can stimulate your mind. People that can jab your mind. People that can push your thinking. It is one of the most sought after skills in your generation because the problems are changing every day. So you cannot just take yesterday's solution and slap it on today's problem. It doesn't solve it. You must be able to look at the problem for today, look at all the dimensions, look at all the elements, and find the line that solves the problem. It excites me to be living in times like this. So, the way organizations recruit has changed. They no longer just take results. Oh, you made a 2-1. That's all. And I don't want to follow this necessarily. When last did you volunteer anywhere to do anything? Many of you belong to this association. Your volunteering is training. There are things you can put. When I finished school, one of the things on my CV was I served in the campus AVS, I did this, I did that. Join credible organizations. Volunteer. Imagine you eyeing a particular company and writing them that during this period and this period, I'm going to be on holiday. I would like to come and volunteer in this your department. See, if you write and you can reach the right person, that's your letter alone. They say, come. There's a boy, young man I'm mentoring right now in Lagos. He just reached out to me to say, look, I want to play in the consulting space. I will still pay him something for coming, but that is interest. Is my attraction because this guy is going somewhere. Let me open the door for him to go. It will be a blessing to the next generation. You can't just stop at studies and results. Find a place. I'll get to the slide in a bit. Find a place to practice. I am in the choir in the church, as many of you may know. And I am responsible for a number of things. One of it is the concert that we are preparing. If any senior choir member here? Okay, so you see all the drama going with the attendance, Abby? You know I am the troublemaker, right? Okay. But that's not the story. The story is that I've been toying with this, working on this, working on this. So this year, I decided to push it. Again, challenge yourself. The church is one of the best opportunities for you to grow your wings. This is where I was trained. I don't have the time to tell myself. This is my training ground. Many of the champion I do outside. This is where we do the practice. So I was toying with this. Let's take this attendance to the next level. I asked all the areas to nominate attendance officers for those of you who are close to the process. And then one young man was nominated from Edo State. Up till now, I've never seen him. This is where excellence will make a difference for you. I just dropped it carelessly on the group. This is what we have. We need to build a better solution. Anybody who can build a better solution, please reach out to me. Long story short, this young man reached out. What do you want to do, sir? Give me a brief. I jumped on the call with him. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, I get it. In about, I think it was like magic. One day after, take this access, go and test it. I wasn't impressed. What I told you yesterday. Are you a winch? Is it like that? Nah, beans. Anyway, I tested. I was blown away. This young man is still in the university. I gave him an interview call 2 days ago. He didn't know that what I did. I just asked him, what do you do? What are you studying? What do you want to do? He may not work with me, but I'm already looking for how to hire him when he finishes. How did he get that? Volunteering. He's in school. I will call him at 10. Correct this for me. Correct that for me. He has a very sweet, responsible attitude. No complaint. I have never heard a no from him. And he's preparing for his final exams. Volunteer. Serve. This generation thinks that everything is about money. No. You need skills. When you have skills, when you have experience, money will chase you. The only thing they want to hear is how much are they paying. I'm not paying, I'm not going. Money is a very poor store of value. Your skill, your experience, your capacity are better store of value. Because you will not be, nobody can miss you. So, the world of work is changing. it is no longer about certificate. The second trend is that the definition of what you called work has changed. In the beginning, work was physical. You are digging the ground. You are killing the animal. You are building the house. You are running the machines. Who can tell me the 21st century kind of careers that you are now seeing? Somebody, yes?
Remote jobs.
No, doing what? Remote jobs doing what?
AI training.
Yes. So somebody is sitting and training a machine. And that is work. I saw a video recently. AI is going to scatter this world though, until Jesus will come. In China, they are building humanoids that can do house chores. So what did they do? They recruited people and they gave them this thing. You know, this like our Lord lamp that we use if you are a native boy like me. When our hunters are going to the farm in those days, they will wear some like a torch on their head so that they don't have to hold it. They can use their both hands to hold their gun. They have something like that as camera. So they recruit the volunteers or the agent that they have hired, the training agents. They will wear that thing like a camera. And as they are ironing, the camera is recording how they are ironing. As they are sweeping, the camera is recording. As they are painting, the camera is recording. When they get enough, what would they do? They will take that to train robots, humanoids. So when you say go and wash, he knows that the first thing to do is pick the clothes, sort it, then carry it, go to washing machine, put it inside, press this button, come back after 45 minutes and pick it. What is called work has changed. Yes, any other idea of the work, the careers of this generation? Yes.
Prompt engineer.
Thank you. You're not learning how to talk to computer. Even though I don't see how far that will go, because even AI will tell you how to talk to it. Have you done that before? Try. You can go to ChatGPT or Gemini and say, I want to give a prompt on how to create a short video. You are telling now, what is the best way to give that prompt? It will tell you this is what you need to tell me. Then you can copy it and put it back in. And it will give you fantastic results. But look at it today now. Social media management has become work. Abi I lie? There are people making millions, so learning how, they call them community managers. How to manage social media accounts. Search engine optimization, big business. The world is moving from the tangible to the intangible. There's something accounting that is called carbon credit. The world is now trying to build an accounting system to say emission. There's nothing you have interest in that you cannot turn into a career. Let me run along because that is really, really where I'm going. So this is the second trend. So the world of work has changed. Don't think of work. If what you like to do is to, I'll do something very interesting, is to pick exotic shells around the seashore. Stupid, yes? But you just love it. Do you know that thing can become a big career? If you can be excellent at it, there's somebody somewhere in the world that is looking for seashells and the exotic ones. There is nothing you want to do that you don't have the platform to do as long as you are with God and you are ready to be excellent at it. Zero. So the definition of work has changed. The second trend, I'll skip this. The third trend is employment boundaries has changed. I was talking about this. You can be anywhere and work anywhere. You can be anywhere and work anywhere. There are platforms that facilitate it. Your excellence will push you out. It is now a free-for-all fight. You can work anywhere. Another trend that you must be aware of, and this is very important. When you finish your degree, you are just starting. Tell somebody you are just starting. Tell another person you are just starting. In those days, it used to be that I'm an accountant. Once I pass ICANN, all I do is just go for MC if I choose. Or more liar. Every day, something is changing around you. If you don't keep up to date, you will get obsolete. So in this new world of work, it is kaleidoscope. Everything is changing. You have to enjoy learning. And you have to apply yourself to learning. Now, learning does not mean academics. Learning does not mean classroom. If what you are doing is sewing, what are you learning? How to become a better sewer. How do you keep the line straight? How do you mix colors? How do you mix fabric? Can you design your own? Can you find a producer that will print your own? How do you get the next market? How do you go? You need to always be on the learning. You want to win in the world of work, it's called learning. Learn, 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 learn. And the opportunities are endless. If you are ignorant now, you can't blame anybody but who? If you want to kill somebody, there is a place on the internet to learn how to kill somebody. Are you aware? There's nothing you want to learn. Surgery, you want to learn how to. Telemedicine. People stay everywhere. I saw a surgery where the surgeon was in US, and I think it was somewhere in Africa. Real surgery. Because through technology, they can now connect to devices that are local, and the person running the device is 1,000 kilometers away from where the patient is. Everything is possible. This is not fabulous. Go online and check it out. I saw it on CNN. Everything is possible. So there is nothing you cannot learn. Only the lazy person has no space. There is nothing you want to learn that you cannot learn. All right? Then trend number 5, and this is where it gets interesting. Anybody can relate. I want you to pay attention to what I have on the right. Many of you don't know. And this is where, again, you get the blessing of being a Christian. Your online presence is your new CV. Tell somebody. Tell somebody else, your online presence is your new CV. So, go online and be showing your bum, and be showing your boobs, and be doing all sorts of nonsense. Employers go there to check you out before they call you for interviews. I have seen people lose jobs. In fact, right now, you want to apply for American visa. You have to supply your social media handles. Standard on the form. This is not we are going behind. Your own hand, you put it there. They want to see who you are. What are you saying? Who are you with? What do you believe? Are you doing hate speech? Are you anti-Semitism? Anti-Semitic? And I have a bad news for you. The internet never forgets. Did you hear me? The internet never forgets. Everywhere you go, you are leaving digital traits, digital footprints, digital fingerprints everywhere. So when the church trains you to say, be civil, be modest, it is not all your pictures that are public pictures. I don't know. It is not everything you are. What are you looking for? Affirmation. It's like drug. It's never enough. That's why you see people who travel on that road. What happens over time? They get worse and worse and worse and worse. Because until they do something more dramatic, they will not get the views. Until they do another thing more dramatic, they will not get the likes. They keep pushing the boundary until they lose themselves. What are you looking for? What? You can like yourself in the house and take some pictures. They are not even to be put on status. They are private. They are not to be shown to just anybody. They are your own. You want to just see what you look like over time. They are private. You have to know discretion. So, the world is changing in the world of work. People want to see if you are a developer, what is your folio? I just concluded interview recruiting for a construction company. They want to see architect. What have you designed? Quantity surveyor. What project have you worked on? Project manager. What project have you done? All your footprints, they are now your CVs. So it is up to you to be intentional to build your brand. If you don't have a LinkedIn profile here, let me see your, sorry, if you have a LinkedIn profile here, please let me see your hand. Okay. If you don't have, let me see your hand. What's stopping you? You have to graduate? You don't have to be. Are you aware that there are some jobs that are not advertised today? In fact, many of these very nice jobs, they are no longer advertised. There are search engines that just go to certain environments and they look for people with certain profiles and they are head-hunted. So I encourage you, you are not behind time. If you go and open a LinkedIn and say, student of this, interested in that. Looking for volunteer options in this, volunteer options in that. You never tell who can find you. So, your personal branding is now very, very, very important. Number 6 trend is that the road to career is now very, very different. Many of you struggle to socialize. You struggle to network. I was in Crawford University a couple of weeks ago. As I finished, a young lady came to me, sir, this. She just started talking to me. I'd like you to mentor me. I'd like to do this. Okay. The girl know where she dey go. Me, I don't know where she dey go. But she knew where she was going. A few days later, I'm going to finish my exam. And I'm supposed to go on IT. This was it. But I was still happy to help her. Because she had the courage to come to me and say, help me. And I don't know her. If I see her today, I can't recognize her on the road. I think I've only seen her that one time. But I'm now there looking for internship for her. Hey, I need to place this my girl. My girl. I don't know her. That's what happens with networking. Go out of your comfort zone. Connect with people by venturing, by volunteering, by socializing. You meet people. And your Christianity doesn't put a padlock on your mouth. If you study this week's lesson, what did Jesus say to that gathering man? Go back. You have a story to tell. It's not about preaching, but greet somebody. Good afternoon, sir. How are you? Connect. Connect. Many people have gotten jobs in a bigger company simply because of how they serve the customer. I saw a video this week of a man somewhere in Delta State. I don't know if anybody saw it. That went to barb his hair. And he was so well treated by this barber. And the man looked at him and said, what is your biggest dream? The guy said, I want to serve my own barbing salon. A man walked in with his leg, go just barbing. What do you need? I need between 2 and 3 million. What does that tell you? The boy has done his homework. He was thinking. Remember me talking about excellence? 2 to 3 million. Okay. I like the way you have served me. And I'm going to send you 5 million. And that was it. 5 million. The guy was shaking. The man was so nice. He said, look, I don't want you to leave now. Tell your master, give him a 1 month's notice. You two can prepare. But you have done a very good job. I think you will do well if you have the opportunity to run your own. See, I say it again. The way you do anything is the way you do everything. If you are waiting for somebody to... The guy didn't know. He probably has done that to 1,000 customers that didn't bring anything. But this one transformed his life. You never can tell one contact you are going to make that will transform your journey. So connect, network, meet with people. The way the career market works is very, very different now. Very, very different. And I want to share this success formula with you. Can you all see it? Please, you can see, can you all say it after 2? 1, 2. Preparation plus character. Say it one more time. What's opportunity? You won't faint the answer. What's opportunity?
Like giving a chance.
Thank you. Opportunity is a chance. Who controls opportunity? The Bible says time and chance happeneth to them all. Opportunity is with God. So make that a constant. In his free will, he gives to different people. The next one is what? That is the one that concerns you. All this English we have been talking about is what? Let me give you preparation. What is preparation? Say it after 2. 1, 2. Is it because you cannot see or you cannot read? Or you don't know how to say English? Read it like you mean what you are saying, Joe. You know what skills are? What are skills? What are skills? Take this formula to heart. If you can master this formula, it simplifies your journey. What are skills? Know-hows, knowledge, abilities. Skills is your competency in doing something. That is for you to do. You have to build it. And you have no excuse. Having your degree is very small. It's just the entry level. Build skills. You are an accountant. Know how to do it. You are a psychologist. Know how to do it. You are a software developer. Know how to do it. How do you know how to do it? It's by doing. It's not just by the certificate. So, see some free jobs, go there. When you are starting, your interest should not be money. Your interest should be skills. Your interest should be experience. Because when you get skills and experience, money will chase you. But if you get money before skills and experience, you are an accident waiting to happen. You get stuck. When bigger opportunities come, you will not be ready because you don't have the skill and you are already overpriced. If you chase money before skills, you are looking for trouble. So you are lucky to get a job, they give you 1 million, but you are not very experienced. By the time, I didn't finish my story. I eventually served with Shlombije, even though I wanted to work for one of the oil majors. Again, the steps of a good man are ordered by the Lord. When I got the opportunity to serve with Shlombije, because it was a smaller company than Total or Shell, it used to be ELF that time, ELF or Chevron, I was able to do a lot of things. My friends that were serving in those companies, you know what they were doing, accountants? They were writing checks. They were filling vouchers. I was designing budgets, solving problems. In that 1 year, it just changed everything for me. When they came out, they can't meet up with what I already knew. And since that time, that gap has remained there. So skills is for you to do. The next thing that is in bracket, which you are going to multiply skills with, what is that? Many of you are very rude. You don't have to follow your generation. Please, what does it cost you to say good morning to somebody that you have eye contact with? What does it take from you? What does it take from you? We have turned incivility into a culture. That is not our culture. Be friendly. Greet people. Be warm. Be willing to serve. Again, the environments are dangerous. That's why you need the Spirit of God to guide you. But be willing to serve. Be willing to help. You can never tell. I just told the story of the Baba. You can't tell. One day, one person you help can completely transform your trajectory. How did I get into MTN? Where I spent about 7 years. Fantastic years. I was working with UNICEF. And then one young lady came. Computer was very scarce that time. A young lady came and said, I'm looking for a job. And I hear that this new telecoms company, I didn't hear the news. It's here. They have advert. I want to apply. Okay. I was trying to help her apply. He was in assisting her, and then she finished, and then she was done. That exposed me to say, Ewa. It resembled that they are collecting people here. After I helped her, what did I do? I went to sit and say, well, what is available here? What's going on here? And I checked, and I saw one role, and I applied. They did not take her. Hello? They did not take her. They took me. I spent 7 years in that company, the most impactful 7 years of my career so far. Where did it start from? Helping somebody. I could have been forming busy office executive. I could have been not interested. Relationships, extremely important. Extremely important. Visibility. What does that mean? Project yourself. Don't just use social media for you want to eat. Praka, you put it there. They bring this drink. Praka, you put it there. All you do is nonsense online. So when people look at your profile, what do they see? A nonsense person. Visibility. You like to write. Do you need anybody's permission to write? Weekly? Daily? You like to paint. Do you need anybody's permission to paint something and just start? You like to weave. You like to crochet. That is why the platform is there. Build your brand. When people look at your profile anywhere on the internet, what do they see? What are we talking about? What's the theme of this our conversation? Say it one more time. What I'm saying is, it's up to you. You want to succeed in your career? Let's take that equation again, the first one. Success is equal to what? And we have spoken about preparation, yes? Now, I want to talk about character, and I will add something else. Success without character is an accident that is waiting to happen. What did I say? Say it one more time. What is character?
Your behavior.
Yes, behavior.
How you compose yourself, how you relate with others.
Comportment. Yes, what's character?
Your predisposition to things, how you act towards situation and how you handle them.
That's the word. Your predisposition. How you act, how you behave, how you think.
Character is your person. Your person.
The persona that you are building. Give me examples of characters. What are options? The ones that you good or bad. Yes, character types.
Talkativeness.
Thank you. Chochori chocho. That person is around you. Some people look at me and they say, I like to travel alone. You know why? I just love that quiet. My head is thinking. But some people cannot be around you and they cannot be quiet. It's a problem. It's a sickness. There must be something they are talking about. Nonsense. Cho. Yes, character types. Yes, sir. There is no interest anyhow. And it's very common. You call it anyhowness. Yes? Character types, yes. Punctuality, diligence. You can't catch some people dead coming late. It doesn't matter. I was in my daughter's school 2 days ago. They said they wanted to do a program at 9. Unfortunately, I think I worked very late that night too. I worked maybe till 2 or 3 a.m. before I went to bed. They said 9 o'clock. Apostolic faith training. What did I do? 9. Got there at 9. Who can guess when they started? To 11. But that's my training. It doesn't matter what they do. It's a discipline, character type, diligence, punctuality. Some people, if they live inside the church, they will come late on Sunday. As in if their bed is inside here. Yes, character type. Character type. So, you need to build it. But let me tell you, there's something deeper about character. This image I've used, this one is looking inside. I've used another one that is looking outside. Character is who you are when nobody is watching. It's not even the public one. Character is the real you when nobody is watching. It's the thing you do when you think nobody is seeing you. That's your character. And that is why it's a secret work. It's a secret job. You need to be clear who you want to be. Because there's nothing hidden that will not be exposed. So character is internal. And that is the blessing of being a child of God. When you are saved, what does God do for you? He starts to work on your mind. He starts to work on your person. He starts to work on how you think. It works on how you appear. You can't appear anyhow. You can't talk anyhow. So some things are just added to you purely because you are a child of God. So character is important. Now, let me warn you. Just look around. How many successful people have you had? This scandal, that scandal, this scandal, that scandal. What do you think is the problem? Bad character. Many are even physically dead. 37, 35, 40. Some are not dead. They are completely useless. You look at them, you cannot recognize them again. So, the world will not talk to you about character. But because you are before God, God is saying that is the secret sauce. It was what made the difference for Joseph. It was what made the difference for Daniel. They had skills, but what preserved them was what? Character. So, if you don't add character to the equation, you may get the job, you may do well at the job, and then one day you misbehave. I know when I was working with MTN, one of the expatriates that came, in those days it was very tough. We were building the network. So we had this program they call Thank God It's Friday, where they all go and unwind. The expatriates, no family, no anything. And then this young man came, got drunk, and misbehaved towards his boss, a lady. Started flirting with her. That was the end though. He was sent back to South Africa. He was killed. Very brilliant. What killed him? If you are not saved, get saved. This is not a work you can do on your own. No. You know why? Sin is more powerful than our willpower. The only person that can turn us in the right path is what? So, character. The second thing, and I'm adding this from my experience, is professionalism. Can we all say that? What does it mean? What's the meaning of professionalism? Yes. Professionalism, yes. To be a professional.
It means that you get the job done regardless. So it means that even if you're working with somebody who's your friend or someone that you have a personal relationship with, the job is still the job and you don't compromise because this person can just do anyhow.
Yes, I'm looking for more professionalism. What's professionalism?
Professionalism, you are good at what you do, you are perfect, and it leads to excellence.
Okay. I'm looking for more professionalism, yes.
How the work is done excellently.
Yes. Yes, sir.
Like Martin Luther King would say, that if you are a street sweeper, that you should sweep the streets like Beethoven will compose a music, or like Shakespeare will write a poetry, such that if anybody gets there and they will take a pause and say, oh, there was a sweeper who lived here, who did his work so well that no other person can do the work the way he did it.
Fantastic. Thank you very much. I'm looking for more professionalism. Everyday English, what does it mean? Yes.
So each profession, there are ethics that guide each profession. So professionalism is just following the ethics.
Professionalism speaks to doing whatever you are doing at the highest level of ethics, standard, expectation. I am an interviewer. Many of your generation think it doesn't matter how you appear for interviews. It does. It's a different thing when you get the job. But you're coming for an interview with me, you are wearing t-shirts and you are wearing jeans. Or more, you have scored 0/10 for appearance. And that may be the grading that would derail everything else that you have. Because it doesn't show that you are responsible. I used to run a call center. In call centers, you don't see them, yeah? Yeah? In call center, what happens? You just call them, talk to them on the phone. Do you know in the call center, there are certain dresses you cannot wear to the call center. Nobody sees you. You know why? The way you dress affects your mindset. You can't wake up and you are wearing slack like you are going to the gym to go and walk. Meanwhile, you are coming to pick calls of very high net worth people. Your mind is, let me not go into psychology, but the way you dress affects your mind. So professionalism says you are disciplined to run your profession at the highest level, at the highest standard of proper behavior, practices, expectations. I have not been. I heard of a court where judges have thrown out lawyers because they wore blue to the court instead of wearing black. And they were disgraced, washed down, and sent out of the court. It looks very, very little. In fact, if you don't have a good color sense, you may not be able to tell the difference between blue and black. Yes? Anybody heard this word before? Tardy. T-A-R-D-Y. What does it mean? Check. That's why you can cheat with your phone. What does it mean to be tardy?
A tardy person is an anyhow person.
Yes, anyhowness. I'm very common, and I'm hitting on this because Nigeria allows a lot of anyhowness. If you want to stand out, kick it, you will stand out. That small thing. Don't do things anyhow. And manage it like that. What's that? Can you fix it? Can you not fix it? Okay, go and be using it like that. It cannot be better than that. You want to win in the world of work, you must learn professionalism. Let me go back to one of my story. I was a copper. I served in Shlom BJ Prakla. It was a period when Nigeria had a lot of problem with Abacha and companies were leaving. So that year, my company shut down. As in shut down, sold everything, fired all the staff except me. And I was a copper. I don't know what. I know God was a factor. But let me tell you something. Throughout the service here, you know what? You know in those days when men were wearing coats. This is suit now, eh? You know what coat? Oh, you are a jasita. There is a time when men were wearing coats. You know what coats look like? What does it look like? It's like Agbada, my grandfather. You borrow, they just give you, you wear. I had maybe one or two. All through my youth service. All through. I go to the office in suit. Wash it, clean it, show up, tie. I was a copper. But I was very determined the kind of image. I did not know they were going to shut down the company. I did not know this was going to happen. I just knew that this one year, I wanted to cut an image of a thorough professional. Remember I told you I didn't have money. I was walking a big part of my distance. Remember I told you the rainy town. Many times I get beaten with my coat. But I made up my mind. I still don't know why. But when they fired everybody, they said, this boy, we are going to transfer you to another company in the group. That was why I didn't have a single break since I have left. I mean, between youth service and employment. Professionalism. You want to win in the world of work? Start it now. Going for classes. Don't show up anyhow. They may not chase you out, but don't show up anyhow. One of my guests says she will never be caught on fresh. day, night. Anywhere you show up, let excellence be your signature. Let people see you. You know, and over time, people just know what to expect. People just know what to expect. I was laughing at myself today when Ebenezer said he was coming at 9. I was just laughing. I don't know what he was expecting, but as tired as I was, as late as when I slept, it is not possible for him to come and I will not be ready. It is not possible. Before he came, I was ready. It's not because of him. We have built that culture. So, build that habit. Be a professional. We are talking about what? What are we talking about? What's the theme of our conversation? So these are the things that will help you to navigate. This is the last trend, I think. This is number 7. I mentioned this already. The world of work, okay, it's one more. The world of work is changing. So there is now no longer one narrow path. You are studying HR. There is HR and data analytics. There is HR and data science. What are the professions here? Yes, what are you studying? Let me know. What are you studying, sir? Sir? Computer science. Different tracks. But imagine if you do computer science and you study psychology with it. What does that use for you? What does that do for you? Sorry?
It helps us how you work with people, how they think, and how to stand.
It helps you in how you work with people, how they think. But beyond that, what can psychology do with computer science? Yes.
Psychology can help you with first level, the people you speak to when you want to get a job. So let's not even say you want to start working. Someone wants to employ you. You already understand this person based on, you already understand their body language. You know how to speak to them. They tell you one thing, you know how to drag on it and get their interest before you even get the job. So before you get the job, people already feel, this person understands what I want him to do. This person can, adapt.
Let's even talk about if you have your own company and you are in front of a client. You are trying to get a scope of what the client wants to do. How can psychology help you? Thank you. You are listening to emotional cues. Beyond what is being said, you are hearing what is not saying. But even leave that. For the computer science itself, in terms of the technical application of computer science, how can psychology help you? Yes.
It can help you to build a better solution. Maybe when you're building things, so you understand the target. So
you need to focus on user emotions, user journey, not just the excitement of technology, but how will the consumer consume this? I saw your hand here. Yes.
Yeah, there is what we call human-computer interaction. There is a sub group under it that we call human, cognitive, and physical design. So that knowing about the psychology will help you even during your design of the system. You can think of how is it going to affect the physical or the mental body of the user so that you can take precaution of that.
I told you about my app. When I was designing it, psychology really helped me because I wasn't focusing on the problem. I was focusing on how will the user use this thing. How many clicks would they have to click before they get to where they are going? What can frustrate them? A simple thing like every time you are trying to search for a service provider. You put a service provider, you put an address there, and then it gives you a service provider, and then you go forward. But then you are coming back in the initial design, you have to type that address again. And I'm saying, no, you are going to frustrate this guy. That address has to stay there. He can go and come back and go, and the list remains the same. So that he can go, okay, this was number 1 now. Let me go number 4, number 5. Little things. Yes. Yeah, that's that. But there's even something more fundamental in AI. There's one thing that is still missing in AI, which they are beginning to work on now, is that AI doesn't have emotions. I just opened up your career to you. If you want, we spoke about AI. AI is going to decimate, it's going to destroy a lot of profession, but it's going to create a lot of new ones. What computer developers, software developers, you take 3 months to build right now, if you can have the right prompt, AI can give it to you in 3 minutes. You didn't hear me. 3 months, to 3 minutes. But you won't need to. So AI cannot replace you because AI will just give you garbage. But it will have done like 90% of the work. You must be skilled enough, one, to put the balance of the 10%, but more importantly, to bring in the human side of it that the computer cannot see. If you are building a learning management system for Africa, the journey is different from if you are building the same learning management system for America or for Europe. Why? Because their culture, their behavior, their exposure is very different. A well-trained and broad computer scientist, software developer, will know how to take this same solution, adapt it to this environment, it will win. Adapt to that environment, it will win. Adapt. So, I just use that as an example. The era of one single track is over. Let me run along so I can show you my conversation around purpose. But the world of work has changed. So if you have more than one interest, congratulations. When I was starting, I like to teach. I like to study. I like to solve problems. And I ended up in accounting. By somehow, I ended up in accounting. When I was starting, it looked like once you enter accounting, you can't be more than an accountant. That's one of the reasons why I have never defined myself as an accountant. If I was at your time, I probably would have learned how to write codes. Even though I've now subsequently learned to do that, but it's not my major. I would have probably done more of that. My point to you is, there's nothing you want to join with anything that you cannot do it. You like to design. You are studying law. Go ahead and do it. You like shoes. I'm making shoes. Go and learn it. But you are studying philosophy. Kodira Wolowo is not disturbing themselves. You like to make hair. Hey, I saw some machines online. I don't know if they are true. They are AI. Where the woman carries the hair, just a what's it? But the point is that it's nothing you want to do, you cannot do. There are no boundaries. You can join anything with anything. The boundaries are now endless. And I think this is the last one. I mentioned this already. Even the thing we did not think were work before, they are now work. Somebody is interested in trees. Somebody is interested in weight. Somebody is interested in air pollution. Somebody is interested in street children. People living under the bridge. Drug addicts. Violence against women. Violence against men. Teenage pregnancy. There is nothing you are interested in that cannot become a career. Nothing. If you don't do it, it's because you have not yet ready to commit to it. So, these are the trends that exist. That's part one. When am I stopping? Ma? I have like 12 more minutes. Okay. Ma? Okay, so let's go to the second part. That means I'm just going to talk through this at the high level. I'll give you the slides. So what I've done is to lay the foundation for what the career landscape looks like. Did you learn anything from that? Okay, come and help me. My connection is shaking. What I now want to focus on is how to do the navigation. I will not be able to fly too deep on this, even though I have already, oh, yes, coming, thank you. I have already done a bit of it. But this is really the cocoa, because everything I have described for you will change. Remember what I said, that the steps of a good man are what? That's why you need that. Did you find that poem I said you find? Anybody found it? I went to a man who stood at the gate of the door of the year, And I said, you give me light. Okay. They can't see it. But let me read it. This is a very powerful poem. Because everything I've said to you is going to change. All I've tried to do is show you trends. Some of these trends will die. New trends will emerge. But your job is to keep your eye on the road and keep moving. He said, and I said to the man who stood at the gate of the air, give me a light that I may tread safely into the unknown. And he replied, go out into the darkness and put your hand into the hand of God. That shall be to you better than light and safer than a known way. Look for it and digest those words. So, I've tried to describe what it is today. It will change tomorrow. But this one I'm about to show you is the one that you will always find relevant. I'm going to give you a 6-step on how to navigate the career landscape now. The first one is what? Can you all say it together, please? Please say it one more time. Why? Why do you need to know God? Why is that the first step? Why do you need to know God? Yes, sir.
Because he sees what you don't see, and he knows the future from the beginning.
He's the only one who knows. The eyes that we carry is the eye that saves us from bumping into things. We see nothing.
There's a Bible verse that says, without him, we can do nothing.
You have to know God. The problem is, God is not going to stand in your way and force you. But if you don't know him and you don't walk with him, what you are doing is that you are exposing yourself to avoidable wounds, avoidable risks, and it is only a matter of time. Because nobody can travel alone by themselves in this world. That's number one. Number two, you have to know purpose. Everybody say no purpose. Please say one more time. I want to go to purpose. This is really the core of my message today. No purpose. What is purpose? What is purpose? Yes. Now, what somebody has not? Yes. Go. Yes. What's purpose?
Kind of like what you want to achieve.
Yes, I'm looking for more. What's purpose? What you want to achieve? That's correct. But I'm looking for more. What's purpose? Yes.
The reason why you want to embark on something that you want to do.
Yes, you are close. I want someone to say it for me properly. Yes.
Like purpose for a person is like why you are here.
Purpose speaks to why. The reason why something exists. That's purpose. Do you believe that there is a purpose for you in this world? Does everybody believe that? That you didn't just come here, that you are not a random experiment, you are not a random object. That the man upstairs that sent you here, he has a purpose for you. Are you convinced about that? I want to know. Because if you don't, then it means that you don't need to do anything. But there is a purpose for you. How do you identify purpose? That's the core of my conversation. How do you identify purpose? Anybody here, when you take a piece of clothing, there's something called tag. Tag. What do you find on the tag of a dress or a clothing? What kind of information do you find on the tag of a dress?
The size, the brand.
Yes, you have size, you have brand. Yes, what else? Washing instruction, the kind of material which was produced. Yes. Sometimes then you have to dispose. Do you believe that we all have tags? That when God was sending you to this planet, there was a tag like that dress that he put there. Are you aware? Anybody with me? Yeah, what is it? Tag here stands for talent and gifts. So when we say find purpose, we are saying uncover. Everybody say uncover. What does that mean? As compared to discover. What's the difference between discover and uncover? Discover, I'm looking for somebody else. Discover and uncover. Yes. I've been looking for you since morning. Yes.
Discover, uncover is intentional. Discover can be not intentional.
Okay. Yes, I'm looking for more. Uncover, discover. Yes.
When you uncover something, you are opening something that is existing.
Thank you. Uncover says already there. Discover is exploratory. You may stumble on it or not. But uncover says it's there. Your job is to uncover your talent and gifts. There are 4 ways to discover purpose. I need to write this down, so I don't have the time to go through. I'm going to give you the slides. 4 ways to discover purpose. Number 1, you just know. Some people just know. There are very few. They just know. Like the lawyer says, I know what's happening next year. Yes, some people just know. I have a friend, many of you know him, Eni Bukwande. He knew from very early that drag cleaning is what he wanted to do. He didn't stumble into it. It wasn't an afterthought. It was very clear. Once he finished his degree, we got on that journey together. He knew what he wanted to do. There are people like that. I want to be a mechanic, I want to be a pilot, and they just get locked into it. I want to be a doctor, and it's clear. And everything aligns. So some people just know, number 1. Number 2 is by uncovering your talent and your gifts. 95% of the time, they are the indicators of why you are here. Because when you are being sent here, those talents and gifts are the things that you need to fulfill the purpose that you were given. If you add that to what I said before, that there are no boundaries, it means that it doesn't matter what that talent can be. It can be to care for sick children. Not everybody can do it. I cannot go to some of these hospices that we have in Lagos. I can't stand it. It's like I would die out of pity and concern. But there are people who just thrive. They can. Caregiving is not for everybody. Some people cannot see blood here. They start to shake. They start to cry. It does not matter what the talent and gift is. Usually, it is the strongest indicator to say, this is your direction. How you express it can vary. So, an architect designs. Yes? A fashion designer designs. A software engineer designs. A painter designs. Even a musician designs. They are all different expression of what? Design ability. Whether yours will be architectural, or drawing, or painting, or crocheting, or sewing, is the work you have to do. But second way you know your purpose is by focusing on talent and gifts. Now, for some people, they still can't find it after that second option. The third option is, what are you noticing? What is that thing that is always catching your attention? I can't stand when it is dirty. I can't stand when it is rowdy. I can't stand, you are just a very system person. You like things to be orderly. If that is what's always, some people like me, if I enter a house now and I see a wall on the clock, the first thing I'm looking at is it straight? I am obsessed with processes running. In my house, there's a time to pump water, a time to put it off. If you don't do that way, it's like you are scratching my brain. I want it to be that when something fails, it didn't fail because there was something we should have done that we did not do. You are finishing a tank of cylinder, gas. Don't wait until that one is finished. The next day, what should you do? Refill it. That's why you have 2 tanks. You are loading NEPA credit. As you are loading one, what you do immediately? Buy another one. And that's what I do for a living. I build systems. I build people. People wonder, I enjoy what I do. I get lost in my work. When I enter my zone, I am alive. I can make more money, do some other things, but you find out that money is not everything. So the third thing is what's calling you? What's that thing that's always calling you? Everywhere you turn, he calls you. You see it. Even when nobody else notices it, you are the first to see it. If that number 3 doesn't solve it, then number 4 is your last bet, which is, what are the opportunities around you? What is that opportunity around you? Get going. What it does is, if it is the one, you will know. If it is not, you will learn. And then it moves to the next one, because God has sent you here for a purpose. And you don't need to be a Christian, no. This is life. The difference is Christianity holds your hand and gives you a guided tour. Have anybody gone to any museum or any of these fun places before? You can go on your own. And nobody will disturb you. But you won't see anything. It won't have meaning. But when you have a guided tour, what happened? A tour guide stopped and said, this place, I think this person came here. They did this one. This stone, this is what it means. All of a sudden, that same journey has a different meaning. That's the difference when God is holding your hand. Your life is guided. It's not random. So, you have to find purpose. And when you find purpose, you must then pursue it. And in this your generation, there is nothing stopping you. I need to move along. So, purpose is the reason why things exist. Look at this. Look at these 3 images. What are these? What do you call them? Say it. Are they the same? The one on the extreme right, can you eat rice with it? Why? Is it not fork? Why can't you eat rice with it? It wasn't designed for that purpose. The one on the extreme left, can you cook party rice with it? What will happen? Thank you. But they are all fork. Your job is to know what is your purpose. You know why? Because when the use of something is not established, abuse becomes inevitable. How do you make purpose work? You uncover it, you dimension it, you dissect it, you devise it, you do it. What's the next one? You determine it, and then you debrief it. I can't go through this now. I hope you find time to run through it. But the meaning is, your job, this is the core of what I've come to tell you today. Find purpose. Everybody tell somebody, find purpose. Tell the person, find purpose. Tell the person, live purpose. It doesn't matter what you are studying. You're studying your degrees like you are acquiring a plot of land. I don't think I've ever taught accounting. Okay, I taught accounting in secondary school when I left. When most people see me, those who have interacted with me, they cannot remember me as an accountant. They remember me for different other things. What you are studying right now does not define you. It's like you have acquired a plot of land. You can now decide what you want to build on it. Purpose is what will make your journey enjoyable. If you chase money, you make money. But if you leave purpose out of money, you won't enjoy it. It becomes a burden. It becomes a drudgery. You begin to struggle. But when you find purpose, you are likely, if you do excellently, you are likely going to find money and you will enjoy it. So that's the message. Everything else around said, when you find purpose, do a career, now you have to do excellence. Everything I've said is subsumed in finding purpose. But let me quickly land. Let me land this. And I wanted you to do a SWOT analysis in finding purpose. How many people are familiar with this concept? SWOT. S for W for O for T for. So even though we can't do it now, write that down at your corner, at your convenience. Evaluate yourself. What are your strengths? Strength is internal. Opportunities are external. Weakness is internal. Threats are external. So, what are your strengths? What do you currently have? What are the opportunities around you? You can volunteer, you can start this, you can start that. What are your weaknesses? Are you shy? Are you unconfident? What is it that you think you have? How do you overcome it? Threats. School fees has not been paid. I need money. I need this. Do that mix, and then you see the problem that you have to solve. Okay? So know yourself. Do we want to take this, or let me skip because of time? Okay. So we have spoken about the first in navigating this career landscape. The first step I gave you was what? Say it like you mean it. Number 2. Say it like you mean it. Number 3. Set goals. You don't drift to your destination. You don't succeed by accident. So set goals. I wanted us to do something at the end of the program. I hope I have the time to do it. Where just try and create like a 5-year plan. Don't worry yourself about it. Just wish, dream, and see what can come out of it. But set goals. You don't drift towards your destination. You don't put a boat on the water and you are not putting any engine, anything. You just think that it will just appear. No, it doesn't happen that way. Small goals, big goals, but be intentional. Set goals. That's what you have in Habakkuk 2 and 3. Write the plan. Make it plain. Let the person that is reading it run with it. You can write it down. That's the injunction of the Bible. So, set goals. Then, number 4 is to make a plan. So, the goals is where you are going. The plan is how you get there. My starting point is not the same as your starting point, but we can all end at the same bus stop. Somebody here, if the person wants to go abroad today, parents can buy tickets, get visa, send the person abroad. If I want to go, the whole community has to contribute money before we can go. And we have to pray that they will give us visa. But we can both all get there at the same time, correct? If I want it bad enough. So, my plan may be different from yours. And you don't have to feel bad or feel ashamed. It's about your own journey. My story will be different from your story. So, embrace your journey. Don't compare yourself with anybody and run after it. Okay, so make a plan. And then, in this your career compass, this is how it goes. You need to know yourself. You need to know the market you are trying to serve. You need to develop your skills. You need to build relationships, deliver results, and then do it again and again and again and again and again until you stop. Okay, I'm flying through now. So, what are employers looking for today? This is as I start to land. Employers are looking for what I call learning agility. Can we say that? What's the meaning of agility? Agility, yes.
It comes from the word agile, meaning that you can easily maneuver or your body is flexible.
Nimble. Learning agility is the first thing that employers are looking for today. Somebody who can quickly learn. Somebody who is trainable. Somebody who is open to new knowledge. They are looking for learning agility. They are looking for collaboration. Somebody who can work with other people. Engineer, your device is failing. Somebody who can work with other people. Because nothing great is back. Nothing great can be done by one person. Nothing great can be done by one person. It requires collaboration with other people. Employers are looking for people who can solve problems. Why? Because the problem of tomorrow is not the same as the problem of yesterday. So it is not just learning how to solve today's problem. It's about learning how to solve tomorrow's problem. And they are also looking for leaders. When I was pushing him, we didn't agree. Now you have scattered my system. They are looking for people that can lead. And leadership is very broad. You have vision. You have communication. You have problem solving. You have emotional intelligence. You have emotional agility. You have decision making. So it's a lot of things in leadership. So you need to pay attention to these things and see how you can make them work. The number 5 step, which is a very important one. The devil is a liar here. I wanted you to see this number 5. The number 5 one is called, I think it's coming on. Wait. Thank you. You see, I'm the engineer. Go and sit down. The number 5 one is to take action. Everybody say take action. Oh God. Say it like you understand action. Say it with action. This is one of the last things I want to say, and I want you to please pay attention to this. You have heard a lot of things today. But do you know that if you don't do anything about what you've heard, it's waste? Something as simple as you live here, creating a LinkedIn profile for yourself triggers you in a different direction. Something as simple as when you leave this place, sit down and do a SWOT analysis. Move you along. Don't just hear, oh, I like it. Oh, I love this session. Oh, it was very nice. Oh, I learned. Good. But after that, what? Nothing moves until we move it. Did you hear? So it's not just enough to like what you've heard. Please take action. Okay? Find, like I said in the beginning, it's about that first step in front of you. If it is to change a habit, if it is to become a professional, if it is to build your character, if it's to get saved, tomorrow is a good day. Just take that first step. Don't sit here or live here without doing something about what you've heard. That is one of the biggest traps that we need to overcome. So, as you begin to do that, you assess what you have, which is the SWOT that we've done. You know what difference you have between what you need and what you have. And then you go and get the skills that you need. We've spoken about networking. We've spoken about personal branding. All of that, you need to take steps in that direction. Okay? And then the last, which is, I'll come back to this, which is number 6, is persistence. Everybody say persistence. What does that mean? The road is not going to be smooth, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not cursing, no. Just the way life is. The road is not going to be smooth. It's not a straight line. So you have to be determined to stay with it. When obstacles come, what do? You stay with it. When you try and you fail, what do? You go again. When you knock on the door, I'm going to just run through a few stories of very successful brand. Many of them. Go and read. Harry Potter you're talking about was rejected, I can't remember, maybe 30 times before somebody decided to publish Harry Potter, and it has gone from books to everything. So the warning is, don't get discouraged when you run into a bump or when you run into a roadblock. It's the way the template, you know when you are feeding the template, you follow the template. The template of life is not straight. It's not straight for anybody. Even the rich, they cry. It's not straight. So brace yourself. Like MTN said recently, what are we doing today? Let it be known to you that every day has a problem. It should be, what problem are we solving today? Embrace it. Just make sure it's not a sin-caused problem. The problem is not caused by sin, and it's not caused by carelessness. But wake up every day and face life. Stay with it. It will not necessarily be straight. Because now, these are digital skills that I will encourage you to focus on. If you can do basic software engineering, I encourage all of you to go and learn how to code. Not because you want to become a developer, but because everything will end up with engineering. If you have an idea of how it works, when you are talking to engineers, it's a lot easier. It's a lot easier. Basic code, find time to do it, know about AI, know about data, learn different office tools, be able to present, cybersecurity, digital collaboration. Just be a sponge and take in everything that is in front of you. So, let's go over these 6 steps of navigation again. Number 1. Number 2. Number 1. Number 2. Number 3. Number 4. Number 5. Number 6. Number 4. Number 5. Number 3. Number 2. Number 4. Going to get going with as you prepare for career. And by the way, from what I've said, is it clear to you that you don't need to finish school before you can start earning money? Yes. Who is a Jambat here? 100 level student? Any? Okay. You don't need to wait until you get into 200 or 400 before you start making money. If you can find purpose and find a way to express your purpose, money is waiting for you. Somebody will pay you. Just make sure it doesn't mess with your studies as much as you can. Because whatever certificate you carry for the rest of your life. Do you understand? And there are doors that will not open for you unless you have certain minimum grade safe. So, but you don't have to wait. From now, once you can find purpose and you can find a way to express it, So, do you have a resume? Please prepare one. You need help, go online. You need help, you can reach out. Create a LinkedIn profile. Build your folio, whatever you are doing. Be intentional and conscious of your journey. What have you done? And keep track of it. Find opportunities to volunteer. Find opportunity to intern. It is not all about money. Find a mentor. Join a professional network. Association of this, of that. They serve their purpose. At this your level, anywhere you see a career fair, go there. You are not looking for a job, but just hear what the employers are saying. What does it do for you? It prepares you for when you will need it. And then the last one, but not the least, is learning. Learn. Continue to learn. Okay? Continue to learn. And stay away from these mistakes. Don't wait until final year before you start. Don't avoid volunteering. Don't run away from people. Don't manage your communication skills. Keep working on it. It's a crime not to have a professional profile. Be positive with your digital media presence. Find projects to be a part of. Don't ignore technology. So this is what I wanted us to do. And let's just do it. I wanted it for 15 minutes, but let's do it for 5 minutes. I want you to open whatever you are writing with. And imagine yourself 5 years from now, 2031. Imagine yourself 5 years from now, 2031. Imagine yourself 5 years from now, 2031. What do you see? Right. Or what will you like to see? Where will you like to be? This is free. Nobody is charging you for whatever dream you want to have. So feel free to dream. And with God, all things are possible. If you can dream it, you can have it. Five years from now. Dream it. All that we've said. What is that one idea that you believe the world is looking for that God has dropped inside you? What was that one thing that has been burning you up? You can make it happen. You can make it happen. So dream, write. Just write anything. What kind of house do you want to be living in? How much do you want to be earning? Where do you want to be in your career? You want to have a company? You want to have been employed? You want to have a personal business? You want to have a brand? What's your dream? Employment is a valid dream, so don't make it look like entrepreneurship is not for anybody anyway. It's not for everybody anyway. So don't look at anybody. It's a conversation with yourself. What is your dream? Dream. Dream. You can't finish this session today, so I just want to lead you through it. This thing I'm showing you, I call it reverse engineering. Most places you go, they want you to plan forward. Do you know the problem of planning forward? If today you don't have money, your brain cannot disconnect. It's like, what can I do? I don't get money. If today you are struggling with how to even finish school, that's what that consumes you. But when I say 5 years from now, what happens all of a sudden? Your brain gets a release, 5 years, plenty things can change. And so your thinking is different. It's a very subtle messaging. So when you do 2031, then you now need to come forward and say, okay, if this is 2031, where should I be pushing to be by 2029? So the same thing you did for 2031, you try and create a 2029 version of it to say, for me to be here in 2031, that means by 2029, I should be about this, about that, about that. I love to always use the academic environment. So somebody who wants to be a PhD holder by 2031, what should that person be doing by 2029? The PhD should at least have started. Correct? Maybe even, depending on how many years, maybe done a year, depending on how long it's going to take. So which means by 2029, if you want a PhD by 2031 and you have not started by 2029, what happened? You are late. So you already know what you are up against. You now need to bring that back and bring it to 2027, which is next year. So if this is 2029, if this is 2031, and this is 2029, all of a sudden, what happens to 2027 is very clear. You know exactly what you need to do. By 2027, I should be looking for school, I should be finding scholarship, I should be finding money. I must be up and about. Before 2027 ends, I should have put in an application to possibly start 2028 or 2029. That's how it works for everything. You want to have a brand, a fashion brand. You want to have a retail brand. You want to have a design brand. You can do it this way. Remember, it's not just enough to find a purpose. It's not just enough to have a goal. You must also do what? You must make a plan. That's what we are doing here. So I encourage you to please find time to do this because it saves you waste. You wake up every day knowing exactly what you should be chasing. You don't need anybody to chase you off social media because the things you need to do is calling you very urgently. And the more you can emotionalize it. Did you hear that? If you can literally close your eyes and taste when you become a PhD holder and what you want to do with it. You want to run a firm. You want to be an academic. And you can just imagine yourself supervising students. And you can take time to just wallow in that emotion. You know, it's easy for us to borrow anxiety from the future. People are anxious already about tomorrow, about next year. It's easy for us to borrow fear from the future. But you can also borrow excitement from the future. Are you aware? You can borrow joy from the future and say, when I hit this thing, man, this my app has shown me shege. Shege. Engineers. Are they your people? They should line all of you up and put handcuff in your hand. But what has kept me going? The day that app is going to become, because it's built to be an international app, when it will become when I think about it, and it's not just the money, but just knowing that that problem can be solved. And you can just stay in your house and be sure of who you are getting. In this our Nigeria. That thing keeps me going. I borrow that joy. I borrow that success. So you can do the same. Imagine your future you and start to live that joy. You can almost taste it in your mouth. When you get called to the bar, you want to be in the court, and when you start winning cases, and then you maybe your desire is to fight for the helpless, and you just want to take up cases where people are being maltreated and whatever. Just imagine yourself winning all those big cases. When you are done dreaming, it gives you the energy to face today and continue your journey. So you don't have the time to finish this right now, but please, let's do it. Can we all say this together? Yes. Can you pass it? I'm going somewhere. Tell yourself, I too can. You know this guy? When he started, even though there are many stories around how he started, it was supposed to be a joke. Well, who will buy it? What will they do with it? Just sharing photos. Just sharing photos. Sharing stories. Today, he is one of the most influential human beings on this planet. I'm not sure he's 40 yet. Tell yourself, you too can. Okay? So, this is Amazon. He has subsequently started Zappos. He was just trying to use internet to sell. It was supposed to be shoes at the beginning. Now, I don't know, even if you're looking for the head of a human being, if you try, you may see it on Amazon. Making billions in the process. Who knows about this guy? What's his brand? Disneyland. This guy that did Disneyland. He just loved cartoons. They joked at him, laughed at him, mocked at him. There's somebody else who knows how to draw and thinks that is secondary. No, I've told you there are no boundaries. There are no boundaries. There's nothing you want to do that you cannot do. Today, Disneyland, many people have it on their list as one of the things they want to do before they die. Did you get that? Where did it start from? A young boy somewhere just enjoying cartoon and just doing cartooning. Okay, I'm almost done now. All right? We know this story very well. This is a story I use a lot. It changed everything. Nokia was building device with which to communicate. Apple, Job came and said, let's give them an intelligent device that can make their life easy. It looked like it was the same. Mobile phone has been one of the most revolutionary technology of our time. Not in itself, but because it just made technology portable. And that's why even today, you want to build anything, they will tell you it's mobile first strategy. Anything you want to run that you cannot start with mobile, you are going to struggle. It has to be a necessity, like they are looking for visa form. Otherwise, nobody will go there. So, you too can. And these guys, if you read this guy, they started from a garage. All these stories, they were not born inside mansions, so they were not born inside gold-plated rooms. They were not born inside good accommodation. I teach this in business school. This guy, you know what a garage is? Those draw-down garage that they pull up. No. Started from. So don't think, when you look at them as fine and brown and bright like this, that's not the start. So don't look down on yourself to say, what do I have? They also didn't have anything. Then you have Tesla. Who is that? That guy, that crazy guy. That guy has turned the world upside down. And what started it? He had a curiosity for space. Who says you cannot start something about space in Nigeria? There's a space center inside this campus. Who says you can't? I tell yourself there are no limits. You don't believe it. Tell yourself there are no limits. The only thing you need is the purpose, the passion, and the discipline to get started. And the persistence to keep at it. There are no limits. None at all. Okay? So, Jeff Bezos, okay, this Amazon, that one was, what was this one? Sorry. Have I taken it before? Okay. Yes, it started with Zappos as well. All right. Then, I didn't know this brand before, but this is the story of a guy that just liked to share makeup tips online for those who do painting and decoration. I don't know. But today, she's a very big brand. Again, this is not about recommending any profession. It's just saying that there's nothing you want to do that you cannot do. This our own Nigerian Kelechi Amadi Obi. He just loves to tell stories. Okay? Now, he's one of the very most known brands in that entertainment space. And that's the point I'm making, that look, if all these people started the way they started, then what is stopping you? What is stopping you? I want you to please look at this and digest it. What is that small interest? That problem that frustrates you? That thing you are curious about. What's that thing? Write it down. Write it down. What's that thing? Write it down. Something that fascinates you. Something that has been calling you. Something you have been thinking about. Something that catches your attention. Something you love. Something you enjoy. Write it down. Write it down. Now. Write it down 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 now. Write it down. Write as many things as come. Some of you are very talented, multi-talented. You can be this and that. Write everything down. And then the next side of the question now says, if developed with skill and discipline and persistence. So, that's where the work is. In Yoruba, they say, of any rice. In those days, not anymore. But in those days, it used to be that of any rice. Eran lowo. We can give you rice, but you want meat, you will pay. So the dream is free. The hustle is the one that has a price tag. But if you are willing to do that, we should not be talking about career. We are going to be talking about possibilities. Everybody say possibilities. Oh God, these people. Say possibilities. Say success. Say wins. Say victories. That's what we will be talking about. Because there is nothing that is going to hold you down. So your degree can open the door for you, can give you a stand. Your skill can keep the door open, but don't forget your character. So this is my last slide. Let's read it together after 2. 1, 2. Read it one more time. Thank you very much, and God bless you.
Okay, standing ovation. Please can we say thank you, sir? So, yeah, we can all be seated. And I want you to think about everything he has said. And he mentioned something about we thinking about an action point. One thing that you're going to actually do. And I don't even want you to stop there. Also think of how you want to do it. Just one thing. I just want us to do that briefly before we start taking questions and questions. So while you are thinking about that, think about something that is probably not clear to you in the course of the teaching. Because for me, it was that kind of lecture, that kind of session that when you, after you hear it, you know that I guys go and think of my life. Like you just have to sit down and think of everything you have heard. This is not another feeling, steering conversation. This is one that demands us to actually work and think of what we have heard. So you can also write out your questions. Write out your question. And if you want to ask, yes, please, by all means. We're here to learn about career, navigating like today's career landscape. And then one particular thing that is very important, you also mentioned this, is the aspect of communication. Like we cannot shy off from that aspect. So yes, I think I would prefer people to ask questions like, yes, standing rather than writing. So if you have questions, please, yes, okay, 1. Who else? If you have questions, think about everything you've written down your notepad and ask yourself, which part of it do I not understand? Here, question. I've seen one hand. Question. 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 It might even be about the next line of action you are planning to take, and you're probably not clear about it. So you can ask that as a question as well. Anybody? Yes, 2. Any other person? This is why we are here. Oh. This is why we are here. Okay, how Pastor 3? Yes, who else? 3. It's not that when somebody is asking questions, I'll be saying, and I have questions. You would not even take it. You might not even take it. So anybody, from this side, I've gotten like, okay, 4, yes. Can we have 2 more hands and then we call it? Yes, any other person? Okay, so I'll have the first person. Yes, Bro Ephraim. Let's encourage him. Let's give him a round of applause. This is what we are talking about.
Okay, good afternoon, everyone. My name is Ephraim. Okay, it's actually about the careers that are at risk of AI. So I was feeling you mentioned that anything that has structure. So I'm actually delving into my online. That's medicine. So yes, sir. So I feel like medicine can actually not be really automated. Yeah, I was trying to look at taking also the emotion parts, which AI actually don't have. They can't actually feel the emotions, especially in the surgery aspect. There's no how you want to. There are some innovations, like. Sorry, I watched a video recently. So one of my class representatives. Actually, a man had an oral cancer, and they did something and they changed his tongue completely, and they tore his skin, and used to play. So I'm thinking, AI can't actually go that deep. So it's more like, is it possible that?
Thank you, sir. So thank you for that clarification. So I think it is necessary I revisit that. AI cannot take any job. I said it in the beginning. Let alone medicine. But AI will impact all profession. All. The difference is how much impact it will have. Like she said, even graphic design. AI can attempt to give you graphic design. AI can actually produce a short video for you. But there is a limit to how far it can go. You still want quality video production. You have to have a cast. You have to go do it, because then I watch a lot of sport. I love sport, and you know these betting companies, and they do AI jingles, and they want to call Naija. When you hear it, you know this is an AI talking, because it's not getting the tone of our pronunciation. So when we say AI will affect everything, AI is going to affect medicine. But AI cannot replace a doctor. AI cannot replace. There's no job even law. All it can do is give you a structured response. So what I'm trying to say therefore, that the message I want you to take away is not, can it take my job? Can it not take my job? Please don't have that conversation. Your conversation should be, how will it affect my profession? How can I stay ahead of the game? Did you hear me, sir? So the conversation is not about, it can't take your job. It can't replace a doctor. There is no, even when in countries where you have automated cars, where there are no drivers, somebody say you have to go and put it on and put it off. Even when you have factories where there are robots, somebody will tell them to start. Somebody will tell them to stop. Sometimes batteries wear out. So the idea is not on or off. The idea is some are going to be heavily impacted, some are going to be minimally impacted, but all will be impacted. So the conversation is, how will it impact my career? How can I stay ahead of the game? Does that clear it for you, sir? Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. So the conversation is not about if AI will take our job or if it will not. It's about how would it impact our career and how can we stay ahead of it. Thank you very much for that response. So the next question.
So thank you very much, sir, for the session. My question is about gaining experiences. I study music, so I try to join choral groups, orchestral groups, and gain experiences apart from church concerts. So, we know some average Nigerian people are just out there looking for people they want to use free labor. But at the same time, I'm still looking at the experience I want to gain. Last year now, I went for a concert. I spent my money for, it is not based in Ife, it's at Ibadan. So I traveled, the transport fare and everything. Later, they did not even talk about anything. Did not say anything about maybe money or anything. So, this year again, but I gained a lot of things. This year now, they are coming to me again that, am I going to be available? In my own part, I want to be available because what I gained last year, I want to gain more. Another part is that I spent most of my money going for rehearsals and everything like that. And they did not even talk about like compensation. Even though I'm not about the money, I did not ask them about maybe they want to pay throughout last year. So I'm just like, is it fair? Because spending my money for rehearsals and everything, and my effort, my time, and they should not talk about. And at the same time, I want to gain experience too, because I want to.
Simple answer. Life does not give you what you deserve. Write it. It gives you what you negotiate. Life does not give you what you deserve. It gives you what you negotiate. Last year, you were exposing yourself to them. This year, learn to negotiate. But still a judgment call. You need to see whether that value you are getting, how does it compare to you could negotiate and say, hey, I'm coming from Ife. How can you help me? You can get a yes. We'll give you this much. It may not be enough. You can even get an outright no. It is still your cause to say, can I afford it? If I get this experience, how does it aid my journey? If I don't go for this, what do I lose? It's all about you. But just know, life does not give you what you deserve. It only gives you what you negotiate. You must learn how to negotiate with life. Even with God, you'll find people that win with God, they know how to negotiate with Him. Give me an example. Abraham. Let's talk. You want to kill. What if they have this number of people? Another example. Yes. If you don't do this, so you must learn. It's the way it is. So if you don't speak up, everybody will run over you. But you must just know where your priority is. But it's a dicey balance. But just know, life does not give you what you deserve. It gives you what you negotiate. How you negotiate is up to you. Pray for wisdom. Again, why you need God to hold your hand. When God holds your hand, a lot of these things are easier.
Learn to negotiate. Thank you very much, sir. And the next questioner is actually our pastor, and something special is happening today. Yes, who can tell us? Yes, so yes. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday, birthday to you. Good Lord bless you. May the good Lord bless you. May the good Lord, may the good Lord, may the good Lord bless you. Happy birthday, sir. So next, yes. So to this question now.
Thank you very much. I think it is now. Yeah, sorry for coming late because we went for conference. But when I came, you were talking about what we usually do on social media, all these platforms, and that it could be an advantage, and it could also serve as disadvantage, especially when seeking for employment. Now, for somebody who is always showing his or her frivolities on social media, and now he's hearing this now that you could stand against him as in the future. What kind of advice? I mean, I don't know whether there are ways through which all those all those things that the frivolities, the way he can get rid of them, I don't know, so that they will stand against him or her in the future. Thank you very much.
Yes, the internet never forgets. So, but if you are traveling on the wrong road and you have gone 100,000 kilometers, you now find out that you're on the wrong road. What's the next thing to do? It doesn't matter how far you have gone. The first thing is go and clean it up. If you delete it now, over time, that algorithm will become less and less and less and less and less current. Unless somebody has been training you and has stored it. If anything happens, if you delete something right now and I go there tomorrow, I won't see it. Unless somebody has kept it before. But There's a test, and by the time you have that clean slate, which is why you need to start now. Let's say somebody has been frivolous for say 3-4 years, and then decides to say, no, I'm going to be very disciplined. Go back, delete things that are not appropriate, and then maintains a new profile, year 1, year 2, year 3, year 4, year 5. Even if anybody brings something out 7 years ago, you already have a track to say, yes, I used to be that. There is no running away from it. But I got wiser, I got more matured, I met Jesus, This is the new me. And the recent period, we confirm that there has been a shift of that person. But that's all you can do. And beg God to cover you. You know, there's something powerful about the blood of Jesus, so he can hide. Once you go to him, I tell myself, Allah Shiri, Lolo. There's nothing that you put in the sand that they cannot cover you. So no matter how bad it is. But the first thing is to what? Turn. You have to put a peg in the ground and decide that from today, a new me emerges. Then go back and see how much you can do about the past, and then leave the rest to God and commit your ways to him. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you for that question.
Yes, thank you very much, sir. So moving on to the next person. Okay.
Okay, so I kind of want to ask a question on balancing on things you are going to do. For example, I want to give an example from last week. So we had a debate in our department. I had a hackathon project and I had a test all in 1 week. And the problem is the project that I just asked my friend that can you link me everything. And it was the last 1 week that I now joined. So I was kind of rushing and everything. So I didn't want to let go of any one of them. Like the debates, this is just the second, once in a semester. And I went for the first one. I wanted to improve this second one again. So in the end, let me say the one that got affected the most was the debate. I flopped in the debate. The hackathon project, eventually they extended the deadline 2 weeks more. And the test was okay. But in that kind of situation, I was just thinking to make the best out of the three of them. When you have many things at one time.
What you have said, what you have asked is a very, very solid question. And I want everybody to please pay attention. I didn't have enough time to get into this. One of the burden of this generation is that because opportunities have now been democratized, if you are not careful, you will not make success of any one of them. You'll be chasing everything at the same time. So, in the middle of this thing we are talking about, you need to learn 3 things. If you don't mind to write. Number 1 is the right judgment, the right sense of judgment. One of my prayer I always pray to God is, I want to see through you. I want to have the right perspective. So to have the right judgment. Last week in our church, we learned about the treasure of great value, the treasure in the field and the pearl of great price. What will make somebody to sell everything to come and buy something is because the person has a sense of value to say this thing alone is more valuable than everything else. When I was talking to my choir, I say, if you give a monkey banana and you give the monkey $10 million, what will the monkey pick? Why? That is what it understands. So the first rule is to learn to pray and have the right value, the right judgment, to be able to discern, to be able to tell what's more important than which one. That's number 1. Number 2 is the concept of balance. Knowing that there is only 24 hours. You can't do everything. So how to now find that balance? And it varies from people to people. Because it's about the capacity that you have. If I stand here and I tell you the amount of projects I'm on, even me, when I look at myself in the mirror and say, God, how did you do this? I cannot explain. So we have different capacity. You need to play to your own strength and to your capacity. This one you are chasing 3. There are people here who cannot even finish 1. Should that person now be running after you and say, what's your name? Sheyi is doing, Sheyi is her name, Abi. On Sheyi, she's doing, that Sheyi is doing 3 things. Lazy man or weak person like me wants to follow you. So you need to know where your strength is and find the balance. And then the third is productivity. Do your best to make every moment count. Don't waste time. Don't waste time. But be settled in your mind that, like you will now realize, you have to have the right hierarchy. This will come first. Like I tell you, if anything will get in the way of your degree, it is better for you to leave the degree and go and face it than to do a rubbish degree and take it forward. Did you hear me? Steve Jobs dropped out of school. He went back when he became successful. Bill Gates dropped out of school. That's wisdom. Don't carry a rubbish degree and then they're asking you, Kilo Shele, I was learning to code. Because for life, that is the degree you are going to carry. And if you are not Steve Jobs, you are not Bill Gates, you still have to go somewhere to tender what you have done. You will continually, one of my professors said, you have an option. You can study so well that your certificate will talk for you for the rest of your life, or you become very careless and you continue to talk for your certificate for the rest of your life. It's one of the two. So if you cannot face it, leave it. You can actually apply for leave of absence. Are you aware? You can pause and say, I want to go and do something. And when you are ready, you can choose to come back. You can go and start something somewhere else. But don't do a rubbish degree. Excellence. Excellence. Don't do a degree that say, you are smarter than this. You are carrying a pass. You will continue to talk till you die. It was because of this. But do somebody who does the first class. Let it be that she doesn't even know what she has written, but she has managed to pass. Everywhere she draws first class, what happens? Hey, I feel well today. They won't even ask any question. The third class person may be more brilliant than the first class person. Are you aware? So, please know the hierarchy and be productive. Chase productivity. You can't do everything. So know what is more important and then. And be at peace knowing that you can't do everything. But it's a dangerous thing for this season because there are so many things you can do. I told you I went to learn how to code. Not because I wanted to code, but I was working heavily with engineers and they were stressing me. And I think it was an ego thing for them. Once you don't know how to code, they call them, they feel like they are more superior to Kilo Shemo. Meanwhile, AI has come, it's going to scatter every one of them. We are going to be doing vibe coding very soon. So, but they are very like this. But once they know that you can do some bit of coding, what happens? Their temperature drops. And then you too can speak their language, and so it is easier. So, you need to know what your priority is and prioritize it. But I will never, to sit down and become a developer is a waste of my ability, no matter how much it is paying. So, I am contented to face my own lane. You need to know your lane and then arrange it. You know, share.
Thank you very much, sir. So you shared 3 things about how to maximize the numerous opportunities that we have. So I want us to echo it. The first one, who can? Please let's echo it like boldly. Then the second, then the third. So I pray God would help us in Jesus' name. So these are part of the things that we need to go back home to go and sit and like really think of. So then the next question, someone wrote this particular question. It says, what if I don't have talent? Nothing really interests me. I don't really like my course of study. Tried a lot of things, but there's nothing I enjoy doing.
Thank you. I don't agree 100% with what you said because nobody here is without a talent. So your job is to find it. Anybody heard about this guy, Nick Vujicic? Vujicic. Anybody heard about the guy? Who is he? No arms, no legs. What gift or talent can that person have? Huh? He didn't even. How many people have read the story? At some point, he wanted to commit suicide. I think he even attempted. Because he was look at Timac, tall, hands, legs. Look at me. Who did I offend? What am I supposed to do in this world? Do you know what it means not to have a hand and a leg? Think about it. Maybe you are not digesting it. You can't feed yourself. You can't brush. You can't carry anything. You can't even move. Today, this same person I'm describing for you, if you want to bring him to this OAU, we need to wait 3 years. Go and read up. That's why the world is very free. His calendar for speaking engagement is booked minimum 3 years in advance. If you want him now, this is 2026. You have to wait till when? 27, 28, 29 or 30 before you can find a space in his calendar. That is if you can afford to bring him. He is married. He has children. Oh, yes. Oh, yes, he can have children. Yes, he has children. It didn't affect his ability to have children. He has children. So my point is, whoever that writer is, you have talents. You may not like your course. I didn't like accounting. I did not like accounting. I wanted to study computer engineering. I wanted to come to IFA. I waited 4 years. When jammed me 4 times and I said, oh, I'm tired. I just carried my... Accounting was a complete accident. Woshaku only leave the house. But excellence. I made up my mind. Having entered this course, I'm going to kill it. So all the story I told didn't come from a point of I love what I was doing. But since I decided to do it, there is no half measure. I did it. I wrote my professional. I'm a fellow of ICANN. I didn't stop anywhere in between. But you cannot find me sit in the middle and say, because I know what I'm looking for. So there's something inside you. And the fourth option I gave you about finding purpose is this. If you are not clear about it, if you cannot identify your talent and gifts, I am sure you have. In fact, let me stay on that. I'm sure you have a talent and a gift. Let me tell you what your problem is, whoever that person is. You are looking down on it. You think it's too simple. How can this be talent? It is a talent. If you have the opportunity of talking to somebody who can help you, how do you know talent? What do you enjoy doing? What's that thing? I don't have the time to tell stories. I have a lot of stories to tell you. What is that thing you love to do? During Obama's White House, one forgotten, abandoned young girl in Nigeria went from Nigeria to Obama's White House to go and make moi moi. Google it. I'll tell you the story in 2 minutes. She's one of many siblings. You know the ones everybody thinks that cannot amount to anything. All the other siblings, flying, doctor. This one was just not clear about her life. She got married, had plenty issue. This kind of child where parents are just saying, "Jesus Bamishanu for more day, help this child." They cannot kill, they cannot do anything. This lady got into very rough times. They could not feed. But she makes sweet moi moi. I'm telling this story for somebody. She's very gifted with cooking, particularly moi moi. When she makes moi moi, everybody in the neighborhood is saying, "Kilo nri can we have?" When friends come and visit, "Please, can you make for me? Please, can you make for me?" It then dawned on her one day, this thing can be a business now. Moi moi, she yala karala ni se abi. Moi moi, moi moi. Started making. It wasn't cutting. Then one day she said, "Look, I can achieve a bigger market." If you know Lagos, Ikoyi, St. Saviour's, I think that's the name of the school, Ikoyi. They have very, very prominent. It's a very expensive school, so you have very HNI, high net worth people there. So she had the idea to make the moi moi, print bags, and go there and sell. Now, some of our classmates were there, bringing their children. Anybody listening? But she was going there to do what? sell moi moi. What is standing in your way is usually your ego, your pride, or you are looking down on the thing. But she was wise enough not to pay attention. She went there. The smell, I don't know what she was putting there. It was very, very nice. There's a place in this Ife that I eat pounded here every time I come. I mean, after how many years? People can't forget. Long story short, somebody saw the moi moi. It was very nice because of the highbrow. How do you make this thing? Can you make it for us? It became a documentary. Obama saw it. They paid for her. She said when she entered the airplane, that girl that looked like a forgotten child, she was crying inside the aircraft. She didn't go to America. She went inside warehouse, not inside White House. She went inside White House kitchen. Do you get my story? Yes, you are talented, whoever you are. Don't look down on it. But if you cannot find it, what's the number 4 way I said you can find purpose? Thank you. What's around you? Throw yourself at it. I didn't like accounting. People see my profile and they say FCA accountant. Till tomorrow when they want to employ me, the first thing they are seeing is accounting. When I see myself, I don't see accounting. I know it, I practice it, but it's not what defines me. I left accounting to go UI to go and do a master's in psychology. I want to write a PhD in psychology. That's my interest. If I had a career guide, then I would have done psychology. I love the course. Any psychologist here? I love the course. I love it. I love it. I love it. So my point is, there are opportunities. Just follow it. If it is not your road, it will take you further down the road, and then another road, and then another road. I never knew in my life that I would go out of my way to go and do psychology. In those days, it was like, when you have chased law, you have chased this, you have chased that, you cannot get. Then they say, you take philosophy? That's not what it was if I ever knew. But the point is, if I stayed where I was and I didn't move, will I know this what I know today? So wherever you are, whatever opportunities are in front of you, get started. Light will shine. If it is your road, you will know. If it is not, other doors will open. It's a step by step until one day you look back and say, it's been an interesting journey after all. I love my accounting skills. I'm not kidding with it. I love it. It earns me money. It earns me a lot of things. But when I wake up every day, that excites me, psychology. I love it. I love it. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. What a very good way to end today's meeting. So I'll call on the academic director for Apostolic Faith Campus Fellowship, in person of Areoluwa Owolabi, aka Dilo. Please let's give her a round of applause as she walks down to just the vote of thanks.
Hi everybody. Good afternoon, everybody. Good afternoon, people of God. Okay, a big thank you to God for making today a beautiful day. And, it's been raining lately, and I'm so glad that we have like a favorable weather condition. And also, my sincere thanks goes to our speaker. Thank you very much for coming around. Thank you so much. Please, a round of applause for him. If you know what it takes to bring people like this all the way from Lagos to Ife, you clap again. Please clap again. Thank you very, very much. It's been an impactful session. I've enjoyed it. And also a big thank you to our pastor. A big thank you to our pastor. He has been so supportive. Thank you very much. And a big thank you to Brother Ebenezer. Please, a round of applause for Brother Ebenezer. He was a major person that dragged him. Please, a big round of applause for him. Thank you very much. Thank you so much. And also a big thank you to our coordinator, Bermanuel Yeku. Thank you very, 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 very much. Right from first semester, Bermanuel. Oh, is there? A big thank you to him. Also, a a big thank you to my assistant, Bert Simewe, and a big thank you to the Treasury Unit. If you check the Jota, you will see that this program was, it's from the Academic and Treasury Unit. Please, a big thank you to everybody in Treasury Unit. They've been so amazing. Stadami has been so helpful. Stadami, come and do this, come and that. Thank you very, very much. A big thank you to all the Church Executive Council. Thank you so much. Right from first semester, thank God that we're able to do it. And to media people, thank you guys so much. They even came here before I did. It shows dedication. Thank you very, very much. A big thank you to our compare. It was sort of like, oh, Deborah, come and help us with this. You people can see that she has been doing amazingly well. Please give her a round of applause. A big thank you to our welfare people for academic in Star Fair, Falabi, Star Anu, Star Korede. Thank you all very much. Thank you so much. And to our logistic guys, Bro Charles and Bro Frame, they were in charge of the Jotas. Thank you so much. Thank you very, very much. A big thank you to everybody that has taken their time to come around for this program. I know that your Saturdays are very busy. I know how you've had to leave your hostels. Some of you have tests. Some of you even wrote tests today. Honestly, I'm so glad. I'm so grateful that you all came. I'm so happy. Thank you very, very much. And I hope that you've had an impactful session. And I hope that even more than showing up because it's church event, I hope that you all have been able to have one lesson that will, impact your career, because that's the whole purpose. We didn't just come here because we wanted to make a show. It was to impact people positively. So I hope you have one or two lessons that you hold so dear to yourself. Please give yourselves a round of applause again. Thank you very, very much, and God bless you.
Let's give the academic director a round of applause again. So to wrap up the program, please would like to call on our speaker to say a word of prayer for us and just pray over us. Yes.
Let us pray. Our Father and our God, we acknowledge you. We come before you with gratitude and thanksgiving that hitherto you have brought us. Oh Lord, please accept our thanks. Thank you for your goodness. There are so many people that are dreaming and wishing to even have access to this kind of environment, but they don't have. But in your goodness and kindness, you have afforded us this opportunity. Oh Lord, please accept our thanks. Thank you for the journey that brought us here. Thank you because you are the architect of our lives. Thank you because our times are in your hands. Thank you because what you have started, you are able to finish. Thank you for the privilege of this knowledge sharing session. Thank you because by your grace, like that small mustard seed that grew as tiny as it was and became almost a tree, and the birds and the animals will come and hide under it, that is what you are going to do for us. All the seeds that you have sown in our hearts today, Father, water it. Oh Lord, nurture it. Make today a threshold. Make today a reference point. Somebody here is uncertain. Somebody here is afraid. Somebody here is unsure. Father, send courage. Somebody here is trying and is frustrated because things are not going as planned. Father, make a way. Send helpers. Facilitate the journey. Some are having good, clear journey. Father, defeat the devil on their behalf. Do not let anything derail them. We have started this conversation by acknowledging that walking with you is leading a guided life. The grace to walk with you, oh Lord, please give it to us. The grace to see beyond theology. The grace to see beyond religion. To see the relationship that you are offering and the benefits that are associated. Oh Lord, please give it to us. Our times are in your hands. And there are different seasons in life. Father, never let us travel alone. Whether it is sunny, whether it is raining, whether it is stormy, when we're on the mountain, when we're in the valley, when we are in the plain, Father, never let us walk alone. Never let us walk alone. The grace to develop, cultivate, and maintain a strong relationship with you, oh Lord, please give it to us. We are young people, Father. There's enough noise out there, a lot of distractions. We don't even know which voice to believe. We don't know what to follow. But you've said in your word that we are going to hear a voice at the back of our head that we say, this is the way. Father, the grace to walk in that way, oh Lord, please give it to us. All that we purpose to do today, bless the work of our hands. Those who are writing exams or whenever exams is going to be, wisdom, knowledge, understanding from above, oh Lord, please grant all these students. The final year students, grant them favor with their supervisors. Give them wisdom to crack their thesis, their project, their research work to the glory of your name. Those who are coming, every test, every CA, every assignment, every project, every exam, manifest yourself, grant them exceptional result. We pray for this fellowship. Bless this fellowship. Keep it for us, O Lord. Let your presence remain here. Let this remain vibrant. All the members of this fellowship, by virtue of their association with this fellowship, oh Lord, bless them. Oh Lord, prosper them. As they will come and go and prosper out there, let them remember this fellowship. And every time they come back, let them find it vibrant and impacting lives to the glory of your name. We've done the much that we can. Oh Lord, we pray for all the hands that have labored to make this happen. Jesus, please bless them. All that they've spent, oh Lord, please replenish. All that they look up to you for, Jesus, please answer. As we disperse now, disperse us with your blessings. Let your grace be sufficient for us. Keep us under the shadow of your wings. Destroy the devil on our behalf. And when time is called on earth, whenever that will be, give us the grace to meet with you in heaven and to live with you forever. Remember our pastor, today is his birthday. A special blessing out of heaven, oh Lord, please send to him. The kind of gift that man cannot give, the kind of gift that money cannot buy, oh Lord, please send them to him. Make him glad, make him happy, give him the grace for the task that has been given to him. And together let us serve you all through to eternity, where we shall forever praise you forever, because we have prayed in Jesus' name. Amen.
Well, still standing, let's give our speaker a round of applause as he makes his way back to his seat. And I want us to echo one last thing that he said. And it's I want us to echo one last thing that he said, which is, there is space for me and I will make it. So we'll echo it at the count of 3. There is space for me and I will make it. One last time. Let's do this one more time. There is space for me and I will make it. Thank you very much. You can all be seated. But before we go, we would have a photograph session. Media, are we? We'll be having a photograph session. Are we using inside the church? Inside. So we're using inside the church. So first, can we have the key organizers for today's program first come forward to snap with our speaker? Afterwards, the academic director, the pastor, Ebenezer, Paul, the executives, the coordinator, please can we all come forward so we can quickly have the first photograph session. Please come forward. Yes, please come forward. Academic unit members and the executives. Please, let's come forward briefly. Yes, please, let's come forward. Media, are you ready? Okay. So the academic units first, then the church stakeholders next. So, sir, media, are you ready? Okay, media, yes. Some people should move towards the sides. After their photograph session, we'll be having the church, we're having the pastor, the executives also take picture with our speaker.